Think about it. Look.
Be dead. Good job. Good round. Good round.
Exactly what you want to see in player.
This kid's grinding, man. He's grinding this game. He likes it.
Good. Oh, we got more A groove in the hizzy. That's influence.
So,
but A Yun, this ain't third. Oh, you know why? Because he's a third strike player too. He had a really good showing at Genesis, and it looks like we might be out of it.
yeah.
Katsu takes it.
Katsu takes it.
6-0.
What the heck is wrong with Katsu?
You know what the amazing part is?
Okay.
Out of KOF and just,
Yeah. And he came out of Guilty Gear.
right back to back.
Katsu,
They are killing it.
Katsu has a learner's permit in all fighting games.
It's a lot of fun. He has green hand.
Oh, that was nice. Into big damage. That was hot.
Oh,
The parry? Oh my gosh.
please.
Oh, good pick.
Nice.
Good pick.
You get to see some Yun customs.
And the pickup. Meter build, boys.
The full combo and command grab.
Oh, not a 55, but we'll clip it anyway.
He went for the Johnny. Oh,
Okay.
still got him.
Yo, NorCal paints, y'all. We paint up here in NorCal. You didn't know? Well, now you know.
Yo, this guy named Katsu, he got these combos though.
I like how it's zoomed in on that camera. Like, that's crazy. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, what the hell?
Why do you have a camera view of a camera? It's capturing Dakota trying to sit down.
Is that supposed to be on me or who?
You know what? We'll
Yes.
figure that out. Dakota, give that speech. Or actually, we got to fix the cameras first.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get that riveting speech, and then I'll twerk for you.
Awesome.
While farting.
Oh, God.
This is the content that people ask for.
Yep.
I'm sorry this had to happen on your podcast.
Just you twerking and farting.
Dakota, your riveting intro, please.
All right.
Atlanta really wants that intro.
Yeah, Atlanta is just like so like afraid of
Yeah,
saying anything nice about Katsu. So
I
it's just-
literally say nice things
Literally,
all
it
the
was-
fucking time.
literally is like Katsu. Like I don't want to like I don't know.
Yeah.
Because if I start talking, Atlanta's basically like saying like every time I start talking nice about you, it starts getting sexual. So you know, I just would
Yeah.
rather.
That's not.
That's usually what happens.
pretty
That's
much.
not Dakota doing that. That's
pretty
Michael.
much.
It actually might be Dakota too.
Well, Michael's sexual all the time, so it's nothing.
Yeah, that's
you know,
fair.
it happens.
All
What
right.
are we doing?
Your intro.
All right. What's up, guys? I'm Dakota.
He's the man.
Is that what you wanted to hear?
No, not at all.
All right. And if that's the case, hello, everyone. Welcome to another riveting episode of the StayMAD Podcast. I'm not sure what episode this is. This may be episode 16 or 17, 20, 69 for all I know. But regardless, we have an amazing special guest on our podcast. They have been asking us to do an episode for a very long time, and I continue to tell them that if they can't do 100 push-ups in a single go, that there's no way they are ever getting in front of a mic and a camera like that, right? They're going to be forced to stay into the background. But hey, you know, we have relented. They have showed a continued commitment to the cause and to the war effort. So with that in mind, we have one of the main producers, one of the main contributors to MADHouse. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else in between, Katsu.
All right.
That was nice. That was pretty good.
Is that what you
Yeah.
wanted?
Yeah.
That's what-
that was
yeah.
what Atlanta wanted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted.
I was just thinking, how can I draw this out and just make this like, I don't know, like what stupid shit have I said to you in the car as I'm constantly like picking you up and dropping you off and just like whatever. What elements of all of that can I bring into this where it's just like, okay.
Katsu, when did you start like getting tall? Because you're pretty tall. What? You're like up there?
I don't know. I feel like I noticed it until like midway through high school. Like I just noticed like being not necessarily the tallest person in the room, but just being
Yeah.
up there. Like whenever I'm out with family, I'm usually the tallest one in the room, and it doesn't really occur to me. It doesn't like
Right?
it's not anything heavy on me. I'm just tall. Like people always tell me like, oh, like they point it out to me, and it's just like, dude, I'm just here.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you have this thing where I never noticed that I'm the tallest person in the room until someone taller than me comes and I'm like, wait, I'm not used to this. There's someone taller than me.
Yeah.
And I realize, oh, I am tall because it's so rare to see someone taller than you. Do you notice that where like really tall people, then it hits you. But when there's shorter people around you, you're not thinking like, oh, I am tall because this guy's shorter than me. It's not really noticeable, right? Yeah.
It was funny for me. I never ever like took it into consideration. Right? It was just like, oh, like you start showing it for third strike or whatever. It was only until I think there was one time I was like fucking with you, and I got like right up in your face, and I realized I was like, wait, I'm not looking down at you. I'm like, you're like at eye level, if not even like a little bit taller. You know, where I did that thing where I was like, you think this is funny? How you think this is a game or whatever?
Yeah.
And then I was just like, wait a second. When the fuck have you always been this height? Like, what happened?
Yeah,
yo?
I've always been for like years now. I don't think I don't fucking know.
No, I mean, granted, when you showed up to that first third strike event, it wasn't like you had a growth spurt between here and there, right? It wasn't that long ago, right?
It was 3 years ago.
But more so, my point.
It was like 3 years ago. Yeah.
More so, you don't stop growing till you're 25. By the way, so
Okay, noted. I'm
for me.
gonna catch up to Michael now.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. You're what right now? 6 what?
I don't even know.
Oh, okay. Because I'm 6'2".
Granted, like in these last like between 18 and 25, you're probably not going to grow that much, right? It's more
Right,
about
yeah.
it's more about like hormonal and like brain development and like a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even gain like any sort of like maturity until like 28. So whatever.
Yeah.
And even then, we're still here. So point is, or whatever, right? It was like I think a lot of that has to do with not necessarily like just like your personality and just like some of the ways that you carry yourself, right? It's just like very much like, and again, like you said, like maybe with family members in the room, like you kind of just more chill, more laid back, very like, I don't know, more passive, I guess, like in like a scene or in a crowd of people where like even if you are maybe the tallest person in the room, someone may not notice as such, right? As compared to, I don't know, someone like Michael, where Michael is 6'2", right? But Michael's also a very loud person, so it's like elevating that even further.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting, right?
And you saying you've been to MADHouse 3 years ago? You just turned 21.
I did. Yes.
Whoa! So you were still a teenager.
I was. Yes. I was still a teenager when I joined I remember going to a local like toy convention, whatever the fuck it was.
It was like a convention for toys, yeah.
/ like resale. I
Yeah.
can't remember what it was. It was
Yeah.
like something like that. And then like, okay, before that, this was like prime COVID, like at the peak of COVID. Like I've already been into fighting games, yada yada yada. And I thought like, okay, when all of this shit blows over, I want to go to a local. I want to do this and that. And I was looking up I was looking up so much shit. I made a Facebook account just to like look at everything. I'm not on Facebook. I don't like social media as much as like other people do. I don't like it. And like I made it just to look for locals, and then I found a community, and it's like, oh, it's been inactive since like 2016 something because of SF5 or whatever. And like since then, I found a post that's like, hey, there's this convention showing up for like selling toys or whatever. They're holding what was it? They're holding an Ultra SF4 tournament, and it's like, fuck it. The prize is a PS5. It's like, I can't remember. Dude, the entry was fucked up. It was like $50, $25 to enter.
Yeah, so it's like the guy that was running the whole thing in the gym, he's like, oh, PS5. And this is like PS5
Like launch.
hard to get.
Oh,
like,
when
yeah.
it's super rare.
When it was
right?
rare, yeah.
So I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, Ultra Street Fighter 4 is the tournament. You enter and you can win a PS5.
But
I'm
it
like,
was fucked up. They had like, as soon as I got there and then I paid the entry, it's like, okay, I have my stick, whatever. And like, I see the setup. There's no monitor. It's like on a projector and you have to play on the projector.
yeah.
And looking at that, it's like, I'm not waiting 3 business days for like my Fireball to come out. And shit
Yeah.
like that. So
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
it was bad. And then there was like, of course, there was a monitor on the side. And then other people that we know now, the other people from Selena's, I think Gabe and Jerry were there too, and a couple of other local guys.
Godzilla.
Yeah, this was also before I met them.
Yeah.
And I noticed they were there and just looking at everyone congregate. I think you were playing MKX with Grod there.
Godzilla, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. Like that day is the first day I meet Katsu, Godzilla, like so many Selena's people. So I'm just like overwhelmed. They're super nice. They bust out their hardware because the guy's hardware was like he said, projector, this and that. But I was like, okay, Godzilla brings his laptop and it's actually, better and everything. And so it was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like as the day went on, it's like, oh, they're collecting like entrants. And I guess for whatever reason, like, oh yeah, tournament's canceled.
Yeah. The guy came up to me because I paid the entry. We all paid the
Yeah,
entry.
we all paid the entry, and it's just like I would go up. I remember going up and like, hey, when is it going to start? And they're like, oh, it's canceled. And
Yeah.
just like fuck this, I'm going home.
They gave their money back, right? Yeah.
Yeah. We
yeah,
gave
of
the
course.
money back, but the guy, I guess he canceled it because the wife found out. He was like giving a $600 PS5 away, and she was like, nope. She just told. That's what he said to me. He was like, my wife said I can't do it, so he just canceled it.
Damn.
So yeah, we didn't play for the PS5, but we all played.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
other, MKX and Street Fighter and stuff. So that was a good time. But yeah,
After that, I remember, or actually before like tournament canceled, I remember running into whatever booth Michelangelo had.
yeah.
And it's like I think you guys sold me a copy of my copy of Crazy Taxi. It's like yeah.
Oh, were you working with Romero?
Romero, yeah.
That's awesome.
I still have it and I still play it sometimes and I love it. And
Yeah.
What platform?
Dreamcast, of course.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Like what else? But like I remember looking at you and it's like I swear I've seen you before somewhere because it's like before COVID, like in high school, I would just watch. Dude, I would watch so much highlights like Evo, CEO, Combo Breaker, like Final Round, Winter Brawl, like so much like SF4, Marvel 3, like 09er games and shit like that. Old Third Strike stuff, old CVS2. Well, actually, no, this was before I got too deep into CVS2. Like, I watched a lot of the B4, B5 tapes, the early Evo tapes, because I didn't watch it to, like, learn anything back then. It's just, like, this is so fucking cool. Or just, like, high-level play of, like, fighting games and stuff like that. And it sucked at the time because as I was, like, trying to, like, dive into that and, like, understand what the FGC really was, like all my friends at the time, they're like, oh, let's play Smash Bros, let's play Call of Duty, let's play Rainbow. And I'm just there like, I'm trying to like, think of like what arcades are there. And it's like, dude, they're all gone. It sucked. Where it's like, all of my friends wanted to play Smash Bros. They wanted to play like modded, whatever, which was cool. But I knew where internally, I felt like this isn't what I want to do. I want to play fighting games. I want to learn more. Like at the time, I was playing a lot of SF5. I was playing a lot of Marvel 3. I was playing a lot of... this was actually... I was playing a lot of Third Strike, but I wasn't taking it seriously by then, which was really kind of weird. Like, I was playing a lot of S4. A lot of Tatsunoko versus Capcom. And I feel like I'm forgetting another. A lot of Tekken 7. A lot of Tekken 7. And, like, that was just, like, my thing for a while. I was just like, dude, in SF5, I was hard stuck bronze. Like, yeah, I made it... I'm like, oh, I'm so close to silver and all that. And it's just, like... that thinking back to that, it's so nice that I had those moments because it's like looking back, those were like, I kind of miss that in a way where it's like being a beginner because like everything, this also goes into another thing. Everything that I know in terms of fighting games, I never seek out. I hate seeking out information. I hate when it's like, when I'm trying to learn something, I hate people trying to tell me like, oh, just watch this video, watch this content creator, whatever. Fuck that. I'm booting up the game. I'm playing training mode and I'm just experimenting for like hours and hours and hours until like something clicks. If I don't like a character, okay, next character. If I don't like the game, okay, next game. It's like, it's just a sequence that goes until like something clicks or if I just like it. Like for Third Strike, I never stopped playing Third Strike because it's like, I grew up with a PS3 or a lot of PlayStations growing up. So PS3 I had growing up had a lot of demos on it. And one of them was Third Strike OE. And like the only 3 playable characters were Ryu, Ibuki, and Dudley. So I would play arcade mode over and over and over and over and over. And I'd play Trials mode over and over and over and over until like, or wondering like, damn, when can I get this game? And I didn't have access to Wi-Fi back then. So it's like the fact that we had the demos to begin with were like a miracle. There were no, Online Edition didn't have a physical. So I was just playing the demo for like months. And I forgot. That just hit me because I'm thinking of PS3. I played a lot of Soul Calibur 4.
It's funny you're saying that you played a demo of Third Strike, right?
Yes, I did.
And it's like when you finally got the full game, it's like all the characters that weren't in the demo, it's like their DLC for you.
Yeah, it's something like that. Like, dude, SF4, I spent so much time unlocking everyone, like on my own. Like, okay, how do I unlock? Oh, I unlock Cammy. How the fuck did I unlock Cammy? Then I'm going to Fei Long, and then like all the way to Guken, or what was it? It's Seth
Yeah.
first, then Guken.
Yeah.
And like, cause I remember I would read the manual. So my manual for SF4 is like I don't have Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. I don't even have normal Super Street Fighter 4. I just
Yeah.
have plain vanilla SF4.
Dang.
And I would play that all the fucking time because I remember the character select screen had like hidden slots, and it's like, okay, I just play arcade mode over and over and over. And like I said, unlocking Cammy, it's just like, who the fuck is this? And then opening up the manual, and it's like, oh, it's crediting the voice actors. Like, who the fuck is Gukan? Like, who are these characters that are in the game? And I would just go play until I unlock all of them. And once I did, it's like that sense of just like achievement. I was like, damn, I have all the characters now.
Wow. So
Who the fuck am I going to play with now?
you still got the feel good feeling that not a lot of kids nowadays get, where, because you said you didn't know who was the characters that
Yeah,
you could unlock.
I didn't know.
Most kids would know because they just look online and they're like, oh, these are the unlocked
Yeah.
characters. You worked hard enough to still maintain that surprise when you did unlock them. You're like, whoa,
Yeah.
who is
like,
this?
I remember unlocking Dan and thinking it was like the funniest shit ever because I was looking at, I remember vividly looking at, like, as soon as I unlock a character, I would just go straight to their command list. And like, okay, what does this do? What does that do? And just seeing legendary taunt. Like, what do you mean he uses all his meter just to make a bunch of fucking poses?
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
And of course, before SF4, I didn't play SF2 growing up. I didn't play Alpha growing up. So it was just, SF4 was like my first exposure to Street Fighter, which is really, it's funny now that I think about it. Cause like usually for people my age, it's like, oh, we played a lot of SF5 or something, or Evo Moment 37. It's like, I didn't even know what Evo Moment 37 was until then. I was just in my room playing SF4. Like I was just playing SF4 and Soul Calibur 4 and like that. Oh, and Cross Tekken. I played a lot of Cross Tekken.
I love cross second.
Wow. So you were still, when you were super into these fighting games, you were like hidden from the world of knowledge.
Yeah.
Of the, like,
okay, let me paint the picture for you.
Yeah.
When Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition dropped, I was 6 years old.
oh,
What's up?
I'm a little hurt there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the passage of time. For
on
you,
my
man.
on my 6th birthday, Arcade Edition dropped.
Wow. Dude, I was in my 20s. Holy crap.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just like that era of just like being a kid, and it's like, okay. So I remember being or sitting and like, I want to know what like these fucking diagrams mean with like the motion inputs, and just teaching myself motion inputs. And it's like, okay. And the way I learned it is like it felt natural to me, where it's like, okay, the circle on the screen is like the axis of your joystick. So then it's just like, okay, you just make like the quarter of a circle. And that just, I don't know why, but it just clicked with me. Like, I don't understand how people see like motion inputs as like hieroglyphs, because it seems like explainable, like just self-explanatory.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah, I know. But
I think the only like one that confused me in motion inputs was the star and Tekken. Was like, what the fuck is the star?
oh yeah, neutral.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, they didn't even tell you it was neutral, but yeah, I
Yeah.
found that out like a little.
That
bit
was a
later.
hard one.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
know, I also grew up with Tekken 2. Oh, actually, but okay, so it's I forgot to mention this, but like it's very weird as to like what I grew up with an original Xbox, PS1, PS2, PS3, and like in terms of like fighting games, it was Tekken 2, not Tekken 3. I played a lot of Tekken 2.
Wow.
And even on Tekken 2, I unlocked everyone on my own, just playing arcade mode, for like every character over and over and over and over, until like I remember getting or unlocking a character for the first time and seeing Kazuya's face, and like, oh, now after you beat Kazuya, you play Devil now, and he's like super fucking evil, like all up in the screen, and that used to scare the shit out of me as a kid. And it was like, I played a lot of Tekken 2. I played a lot of Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I played so much Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
Amazing.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
And
just
I
got
also
him.
played
All excited.
I played a lot of Battle Arena Toshinden.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't
Who's
expect that.
responsible for like getting you these games and stuff? Because you said you're like 6 years old.
Yeah. This is like, this is my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Huh?
He was like, well, him and my uncle were like not necessarily fighting game like diehards, but they were big fans of like Street Fighter 2. Like my uncle's a big Street Fighter 2 fan. Like my cousin's middle name is Ryu.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's actually pretty cool to have
Yeah.
that middle name. Do they just call him Ryu running around the house?
I don't know. I haven't seen him forever.
That sounds like Ryu.
He's wandering. Yeah. He's
But
wandering the streets.
yeah, it's like to that degree where it's like they love Street Fighter, and my dad, because of like, you know, taking care of like me and my family, you kind of fall out of that hobby. So it's like the way I've approached it is like, okay, that lives on through me now. And because I remember I was cleaning up my shelf and I found my copy of Battle Ring of Toshinden, and I was looking through the manual, and it's like it's his handwriting of like the super inputs, like because they're not in the manual. It's like just the special moves, but I guess he found it in like a magazine or something. But like it's his handwriting, like, oh, this is how you do the super, and it was like, damn,
That's pretty cool.
I don't know, but like seeing that like really hit me. I was like, this shit runs deep, and like just seeing that is so fucking cool.
I didn't know that about your family. I mean, as much time as we spent together, like I feel like we might have mentioned maybe he played video games or something like that.
He did. Like my dad's a big Resident Evil fan. Halo is definitely the most memorable one. But yeah, like video games have always been like a part of me growing up. It was like one of my biggest hobbies. But like it didn't take until early high school for it to bleed into like fighting games or what I want to do. Because like, of course, I played a lot of fighting games growing up, but it didn't really occur to me that like, oh, this is its own world. Like this is its own universe that I like. That's just spread out into so much shit, and I have yet to see that. And it's like now that I've seen it, it's a pleasure. But yeah, let's see, playing SF4 and all that, and then when SF5 dropped in 2016, 17.
16.
Yeah,
16.
I wasn't even in. I think I barely hit middle school when SF5 came out. And I didn't get to play until Arcade Edition dropped. And even then, it was like, oh, PlayStation free trial weekend. And I think that was when Seth dropped. And I really like Seth. Or I liked him in SF4, so I was bound to play him in 5.
You're talking about how like you started getting deep in with high school.
Yeah.
I heard there was some type of like high school fighting game club or something.
Oh, God. Okay.
What's up with that?
So this is a really funny story. So in my senior year of high school, I thought it'd be fun to like just do exactly what you said, like a fighting game club. So it's like I approached my history teacher and I was like, hey, I have this idea. Let me use your room. I was like, okay, we're just gonna bring some consoles and all that. I remember I also convinced my friends to just be like, hey, we're just like, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. You guys, it's just another spot for us to hang out. So we would do that. And I remember setting up the table for people to sign up. And of course, being in like public school, like I ran into a lot of dickheads who thought it was like, oh, we're gonna like, go to the corner of the school and just start fighting. I was like, no, dude, we're playing video games. And it was really interesting because there was this one dude, I cannot remember his name now, but I remember I had this poster. Dude, if I knew that, I'll probably like, I think I have like a design somewhere on my computer, but I had this poster of like, okay, I made this logo, and then it's like a bunch of logos of like different fighting games, right? And I remember this kid came up and he looked at the poster and it's like, that's Marvel 3. And I'm like, oh shit, someone who actually has a brain. And like we were talking about Marvel 3 back and forth, and it's like, oh, Marvel 3, Skullgirls, whatever. And like he was one of the, like, it felt like finding the other person in the world who like spoke my fucking alien language. And like, no, I don't think I've actually like talked deeply with the guy, but he was pretty cool for the moment. Like every time we would like meet, he'd bring his Xbox, I'd bring my PlayStation, and I think I would set up like SF4 or SF5, and then he would set up Marvel 3 on the Xbox. And that would be that. I still have this photo on my phone. Let me see if I can find it. It's in the room. I brought my Dreamcast just for Marvel 2.
Send it to me later.
Okay.
Send it to me later. I'll put it in the podcast.
Okay.
Put it on screen right now.
But yeah, it's like a photo with like on the projector, it's like Marvel 2, and then on the big screen, it's a Strive. And surprise, surprise, nobody fucking played these games. I just set them up, and just like they would just sit there, and it's like the way we usually go is I'd set up my PlayStation and I'd boot up SF5, SF4, and then my friends would like try and challenge me, and I'm pretty sure you all know how that would go. And it was fun. Like, I remember this other guy bringing his laptop and learning how to play Marvel 2, I think. Looking back, it's like, damn, I really was dreaming too high back then, where it's like I really thought other people could really give a shit about it. But like, it's a very specific interest. Like, it takes a lot of dedication to get, even to like look at a fighting game and wonder what the fuck is going on. And it was fun. Like, I'm glad that a majority of my friends like showed up and just went there to hang out. And like, of course, dude, I ran, or the way I did it was like, I think I tried to do it like once every 3 months. and I held a Dragon Ball Fighters tournament, and people loved that. And then I thought, okay, let's play like a normal tournament. $5 you get in, winner takes all, or something like that. And I remember one of the faculty was like, "Hey, this is gambling. You gotta shut it down." And I remember looking at them and was like, "How the fuck is it gambling? This is like a skill based whatever. There's no like RNG." And they were like, "Oh, you're lucky the principal doesn't know about this." And I'm like, "We're just playing video games. Like it's nothing crazy." And then what ended up happening was that like I finished the tournament anyway, and they ended up like, "Oh yeah, we'll just reimburse the teacher and just give first place whatever the fuck it was." And I think they gave him a copy. I can't remember who won or if this was even the same tournament, but I think we just gave him, or unless I'm thinking of a different one, because dude, so many people asked for Smash Bros, so I caved and just gave it to them. And that one had like so many entrants. I did not want to do any of it. Dude, the tournaments I ran, it's not about how they were ran. It's just like, this was, if like looking back or even in the moment, I felt like it was a waste of my time. Like I was just doing this for myself rather than like it felt like I was trying to fill a void. It's like, damn, this sucks. I don't know.
That's a hell of a way to say it. Like, bro, just I got this.
Like it felt like I was trying to insert like drugs into my system and like nothing would happen.
Just no effect.
Yeah, because it's like, dude, like growing up, having like playing fighting games with my brother occasionally, and like, dude, I didn't have access to internet, so I was just on arcade mode, training mode, all trials mode, mission mode, all the fucking time.
And you were
all
like,
the time.
You were becoming this beast, but no one to unleash it on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a reality check of like how you actually learn a fighting game until like my very first like tournament, which was one of my friends that I know now. His name's Guillermo, and he ran like at my local library. He ran an Ultra Street Fighter 4 tournament. It's like, okay, I'll join it, whatever. And then I played. I think I played Evil Ryu, but the thing was is that it was first to one.
Oh,
Yeah.
one and
Oh,
done.
damn.
First
No,
to
it's
one.
crazy.
First to one single elim.
No, damn. So just it's real life, son.
Yeah,
that's
this was like
gambling.
we were all like 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like nobody knew what the fuck they were doing. I remember there was this couple of dudes trying to do a delta motion in the background of Guile. His ultra flash kick. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But like they were trying so fucking hard to do it, and I remember looking at them like a bunch of fucking scrubs, bro.
Oh,
But
I don't even know what a delta motion looks like. What is that?
it's like you hold down back and then down forward, down back up.
yeah. It's Guile
Triangle.
Super.
Yeah.
In Ultra Street Fighter.
That was probably one of the main reasons why a lot of people just did not play him, because that delta motion like screwed up a lot of people.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to imagine it right now. I was like, that doesn't fucking what?
It's
Yeah.
actually a lot easier once you see someone do it like once, and then you start just practicing yourself. You can get it within 5 minutes, honestly.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
But,
The way I
um,
did it, because like it looks confusing if you look at it on the move list.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
But the way I figured it out that works every time is like I hold down back and I just do 2 half circles and go up. That's
Yeah.
it. So, but it's weird. You'll look at it. It's like a pretzel. It looks crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you talked about all your struggles before like you're a kid, high school, you trying to find someone to play and stuff. But how did you learn about the FGC? What was the intro to that?
I didn't learn until I think when I started, like when my first exposure to the FGC, like a bunch of other people, it was Moment 37, where it's like I remember making an Instagram account to talk to my friends. Some random Capcom account or like fan account or something posted Evo Moment 37, and I thought like, hey, that's Third Strike, and I played Third Strike before, so it's like. But the thing is, because of the demo, like I've only fought against Ken, I've only fought against Chun-Li. So it's like the concept of parrying. I knew how to parry, but of course it's like that's at the time it was really fucking cool. So by then, Anniversary Collection dropped in 2018, right? So I played a lot of that Third Strike, but it was like the worst. I played it on the Nintendo Switch. It's the worst fucking version ever, and I had a lot of good memories with that, like raging out on fucking online once I did get Wi-Fi or access to internet and shit, and learning Third Strike was like the most tedious thing ever. Not because it was hard, but because like I genuinely could not find a character. Because it's like, oh, I'm so used to 3 characters. Now I have fucking everyone. So it's like, who do I play? I first I played Alex. Then I moved on to like Makoto, then Oro, then back to Ryu, then back to Dudley, then like Elena healing for a bit, then on to Q for some weird reason, and then Yang, and then I played Yun, and then I went back to Dudley. Like this huge like sequence of just like constant character crisis. And then like eventually I just settled with Yun. And it just felt right. Like Genei-jin and all that, and like finally understanding how he flows. Like, oh, he just does target combo, low forward lunge punch. Like very basic game plan. Like just the constant thought. I really like that. And Third Strike, I've been playing that game for so fucking long, and it feels like I don't know. It's weird because like realistically speaking, I have been playing it for years, but it doesn't feel like I have. It feels like I just dove in. And it sucks that I didn't have access to like the amount of knowledge that is available right now, that you can just pick up any game and it's like, oh, there's a super combo wiki for it. There's a fucking video for it. But I don't want that. Like it's like this constant like conflict where it's like I want to know everything, but my only limit is myself. Because it's not that like I can't learn from because of course you can learn from wikis and like videos like that, but I don't want to.
You like the discovery of it.
Yes. Like
yourself.
Just like it feels like a hit. Like it hits me. Where it's like I would discover the way I go about it now is that I like to just dive into a game and then I cross-reference that where it's like, okay, if I have a good enough feeling for this character, let me cross-reference that to a wiki and see how much I got right. And whatever I got wrong, then I study that. And it's like it's a constant back and forth. Because like I don't think there's any other feeling in the world to me than like learning shit and fighting games like on my own. It's amazing. Because I think I have a big Google Doc for it. I have played over 150 fighting games, which feels like whatever. Like I've played so much stupid shit. I've played every Street Fighter, every Tekken, like all that.
Have you played BioFreaks?
I have not played, but like I remember telling Dakota at Evo, I've never played BioFreaks. I've never played Bloody Roar.
Really?
Wow.
Bloody
I've
Roar.
never played Bloody Roar.
Damn, actually,
That was a good one.
crazy. That's a solid fighting game. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
All right,
Like-
let's boot it up.
Oh, okay. Run the set right now. But yeah, I've played lots of like, or not lots of it, but like, I played, of course, like Don Dong Never Die. I've played Arcana Heart. I think I have yet to try Dengenki Bunko. Like all these different like anime games, 2D games, 3D games, like PS2 exclusive game, PS1, like Street Fighter EX3, like X-Men Mutant Academy, Battle Arena Toshinden 1 and 2. But like, dude, the one game I really wanted to get into for a while was Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. I really love that game.
That is a
Dude.
good game. That's a great game.
I have kind of a funny story. Like I was like your age when that game came out, and I had a Wii, and you don't want to play on a Wiimote. Obviously, you got to get the arcade stick or at least the Super Nintendo controller or something. And when it came out, the American version didn't come out yet. It was the Japanese version.
Yeah.
And I went to like a mom and pop joint. I know you've been to that one too. People like Julio and
oh, you're talking about Play and Trade?
yes.
Yeah,
oh my
I used
god.
to work there.
What?
Yeah.
You worked there?
Yeah.
Dude, I might have seen you there. Like, cause I would go a lot when Street Fighter 4 came out and stuff. But this is going to be interesting to tell you. Then, you had to have heard of this. So I was getting my Wii modded because I wanted to play Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, the Japanese version. I had to get my Wii modded, so I'd take it there for one of the workers to mod it. And one day I had to go like 3 times. He was like, jailbreaking it or whatever. And one of the times I went, I get out of the car and there's a big ass dude running outside, and he has an Xbox 360 and a Wii in his hands. He's like, running, like stealing the stuff. And the dude that was modding the Wii, like, was chasing him. And I was like, oh shit. So I started chasing the guy too. And we started running after the guy. And this is like 2009, maybe something like that. And like we're running after him, and he has the 360 in his hands and the Wii's just on top. So and I'm like, hey, stop. Like, I'm the cops. And he looks back and the Wii slides off the 360 because he's holding the 360 but not the Wii. So he like looks back and the Wii just slides off. So like that's okay. But then he runs to his car and his girl's waiting at the car like the getaway driver, right? And he like throws the 360 in his car and he tells us, "Do you want to get shot?" And he like reaches in his car and the girlfriend, I won't forget this, like she gives this like blood curdling like don't do it, like if he's done it before. So it wasn't like I was like, I don't think this guy's bluffing when he says you want to get shot. Like she's begging him to not do it. So me and the worker, we like run away, you know, and like hide behind rocks or something. There was some type of cover. It was in a parking lot. And yeah, dude, that's the Tatsunoko versus Capcom story. And it was at Play and Trade. It was like 2009, 2010, like when the Japanese version came out of Tatsunoko, and it was random, super random, like that happened. But yeah, it was intense, and I can't believe you worked there.
Yeah, actually, that's stuff like that happened, unfortunately, pretty regularly. So like they started doing a policy where, because originally they would pull out the console and show people like the condition of the console, but now they're kind of like holding it behind the counter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's one of those moments.
I remember there was an online Street Fighter 4 tournament at that Play and Trade, and Justin Wong was playing online like in New York or something, and everyone had to gather around and like they were trying to challenge him, and it was like in the Play and Trade store he was like playing people but online.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool because that's one of the things I really enjoyed about Play and Trade is that they try to do these tournaments that were pretty big. They had a Modern Warfare tournament, so if you actually beat everyone locally, you started playing online. Downside is the venue had DSL, so realistically, you were not having the best experience.
Yes.
So as you can imagine, 4v4 on DSL on one on one network was not too ideal. So Call of Duty had like 110 ping. Anyway, not a point.
Okay, but so Katsu, OG games, like most people, like in the FGC, we get into a game that is coming out, right? Like, oh shit, there's so much hype behind it. We want to play hours of it.
Right.
And we kind of let go of the old games, right? Like, you know, I'm always on to the next MK, even though MKX is my favorite. Why do you tend to stick to these OG games, Third Strike, CVS2? Why do you not go like, oh, Street Fighter 6, I'm playing that and I want to be good? Like, why do you stick with the OG stuff?
I remember talking to Coco about this because we had this like really contained discussion about like Street Fighter 6, and I remember one of my points that I brought up is like with games like Third Strike, CVS2, Marvel 2, like all the golden age like classic arcade titles, they're never going to get patched like ever again. So like the game you're given is the game you get. Like there's no like, oh, this move sucks, this like Urien is fucked up, Oro's unblockables are bad, they gotta patch it out. They did. But like these versions of the games, like it's basically like shut the fuck up and play the game. That's like there's something about that I love where it's like the game, it's all you. Like what you learn is going to like keep like evolving through the players that you keep fighting. It's not like, oh, an update came out, no, you got to adjust to that while you're learning. No, it's just like the game's out, just learn it, pick it up, play the game. Like I love that. Like learning CVS2 learning CVS2 was so fucking fun. I learned how to paint the fence in 5 minutes, and shown like all those crazy A group shit in like 5 minutes because it's just like in my head. I remember booting up training mode and it's like, okay, it's just DPs over and over. So it's like, okay, what's the easiest way to get a DP over and over? Taking advantage of the buffer system. So I would just roll it, and then I learned, okay, if I'm on 2P side, I'm gonna do it manually. If I'm on 1P side, I'm gonna roll it. So I remember, like, of course, I'm gonna fail on like my first few attempts, but it's like as soon as like the 4 or 5 minute mark, it just like clicked, and then now I'm painting the fence, now I'm doing shoujo and all that, and it's like, okay, now I can play Bison Sakura. Who else am I gonna play in my like as my point character? Like, obviously, I'm gonna choose you. Like, I don't care that Yun is low tier. I'm gonna play Yun. Fuck you, Justin Wong. And yeah, I just learning how to roll cancel, dude. Learning how to roll cancel was so tough. Like, I remember like giving up where it's like canceling a roll into like a special. Yeah, I'm not trying that. I'm not even gonna attempt that on my own. So I just looked up the wiki. Like, oh, first, I think it really depends per character, but it's like 1 or it's like 2 to 3 frames of a window. So it's just like realistically, it's just like plinking. So I remember trying that for weeks and getting that down. It's like, okay, now I can just consistently RC palm, RC lunge, RC whatever, RC wipe, RC tatsu. Like those are like easy to me now. And it's crazy to see like, oh, longtime players who still can't RC. That's why they play fucking S groove. That's why they play K groove. It's like, damn, that's a little crazy. But yeah, I love A groove because I love Yen Gain Jin, and learning like I think for Evo 2020, yeah, last year's Evo, I've only been playing the game for 6 months, and I made 33rd at Evo, which is like pretty fucking good. And I'm really proud of that achievement because I remember after my first set, I can't remember his name either, but this guy came up to me and he's like, "Hey, besides boss, you have the cleanest A group here." And it's like I was so taken back by that. Like, dude, I just started playing the game, like I just got here, and I still think about that because it's like, damn, that's pretty good.
That is. How do you go about getting so good at these OG games like Third Strike, CVS2?
I just keep playing them.
Yeah,
that's really it. Like, I hate asking for advice, and I hate people who try to give me advice because it's like I never go out of my way to. I love learning on my own to the point where it's like I am actively thinking when I'm playing all the fucking time.
Yeah,
all the time. And like, if I'm playing a game and like I get hit by something and someone tells me, "Oh yeah, that's plus," I like. Dude, that like tilts me to like so much to the point where it's like I need to punch this guy in the fucking face. Like I hate that shit. Like I remember playing on Fightcade and getting washed by this Oro player, and it's like, it was weird. Like I think I left after like getting washed 0 to 10, and then they were like, or they were typing in chat like, I was gonna give you advice, but like, yeah, whatever, GG's, I guess. And it's like, dude, I don't give a shit. Like I don't want any fucking advice. If I don't learn anything, I'm going to keep playing until something hits me. And it's like that, like even as I am right now, I'm eventually going to run into players that just I cannot crack. And that's not going to last forever. Like I'm going to keep practicing. I'm going to know, like eventually it's not that I'm throwing myself at a wall. It's that I'm continually like trying to think of ways to break down the wall. And I don't know. I never liked being given advice. I don't know where I never liked ask, or I was never one to ask for advice, unless it's like, oh, I'm playing with someone that like I trust and like respect. Then it's like, okay, we're just playing casuals. Then I'll ask. But if it's like, if I'm in my room at like 2 a.m. on Third Strike, it's like, dude, I don't fucking care. I'm just here to kick your ass. If I can't do that, I'm going to the next guy. Like we're not playing for money. I don't fucking care. It just, dude, Fightcade pisses me off all the fucking time. There are so many people who are either, like, there's so many people who are bitch made on Fightcade, who it's like, oh, I'm not playing you. I'm not running it back because you have text chat turned off. Or it's like people who quit at the character select screen. Dude, LTG quit on me because I was getting water. Like, it's, like, it was really funny. But, like, the fact that, like, LTG is just, like, every other person on Fightcade. But at the same time, there's also a lot of great players who do have access to Fightcade, and I do play them rarely. But I'm talking about like the fucking basement dwellers who are just on Third Strike, who just like play whack ass Kens, who like, I don't know. It's just the type of players who will 3-0 me, and then like, okay, I run it back, and then I 3-0 them straight, and then they won't like nothing happens. It's like, why not just keep playing? Like what's going on? We're not playing for money. Like what? I don't care. Like, oh, this is a waste of time. Dude, we're all trying to get better. We're all playing this fucking video game. It's not that serious. We're not playing for money. I hate that so much. Like, of course, it being like some random sort of anonymous like platform, people are going to say some crazy shit. But like, even then, there's so much bullshit of just like scrubs and players who just don't take it seriously. And I don't know, it sucks because I'm really trying to get good and I'm really trying to improve. But it also doesn't help when like there's a lot of people who complain about the connection. And it's like, dude, if you're based in New York, why are you complaining about like, oh, this is like over 100 ping? It's like, dude, you're like, think about it, dude. Use your fucking brain.
So I have a question, right? I mean, to your point, right, where you're naturally just trying to get better. You're trying to, elevate your craft and you're on this journey and such, right? When you have somebody who, you that oral player that you lost 0-10 to, right? Is it pride, do you think, that's holding you back from wanting you to accept like information that maybe somebody's trying to give you that shortcut? Is it like because you've always done that in your life? Like, hey, I'm not looking up a guide. I want to learn everything myself. What do you think is like the thing that's stopping you from, maybe having like I said, a shortcut to absorb even more information? What do you think is
The shortcut?
Yeah. If you are actively trying to get better, right, and your limiting factor right now, even if like you're younger, you don't have a family,
Dude,
no kids, none of
you know what I think about that?
time. Like what?
I think people who try to give me advice can go fuck themselves. I'm 21.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be playing this game for the rest of my fucking life. I don't care
Yeah.
how long it takes. I'm gonna be good at eventually.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like I'm not saying this because like pride or ego or whatever, or maybe that is the case. But like I've accepted like a while ago, I'm gonna be playing these games till I fucking die. I'm young. It's gonna be a while, but I'm going to be good eventually.
So here's my point, right? Is like if they were able to tell you like, hey man, like you got hit by this a bunch, like
I'm just gonna close the fucking. I'm just gonna play fucking.
So here's why.
When
When I first started playing MKX,
guy.
right? It's pride. You're so fucking prideful. It's insane, yo. It's insane. But I'm in the same boat as you, right? So when I first started playing MKX, Johnny Cage's string where he does the overhead and the forward
2-4.
Forward 2-4, right? I did not know how to convert off of that because I was like, clearly he's like in a juggled state or whatever, right? Like I was like, you can do something after that. So I would do forward 2-4 and then I would immediately try to smash nut punch. And I played another Johnny online at the very launch of the game. And I just kept like, whatever. Like it was like a player match or whatever. Because I was like, man, I don't want to go into rank just yet, whatever.
Yeah.
And finally, like, he just kept beating me over and over again. But I was like, no, I need to keep playing. I need to get better. I need to get my fucking teeth kicked in, right? Otherwise, I'm not going to get better. And like, dude, at that point, I still did not know, like, again, like directional inputs are like hieroglyphs to me. Like, I'm like, for me, I'm like, I have to do some weird input. I have to be walking forward for me to throw in a nut punch, which is not true at all, right? But because I was like rolling my face along the controller and shit, I couldn't get the input coming out unless I was walking forward.
Yeah.
The point is that this guy in the middle of the casual match stopped. He would like stop and he would block. Or he showed me something, right? Where he would do this instead of doing the whole string, he would do the forward 2-4 and then show me the down 1 and then stop. Right. And then I would just be pressing all sorts of buttons. And then as soon as I was negative, right, because I was just like shadow kicking, he would do the same thing over and over again. He started doing it all match, right? And then he was just showing like he was just like in the middle of the match, he would just go full screen and he would just do down 1 over and over and over again. And it was just like he was, even though there was no voice chat, right? Or there was voice chat, but he didn't have his mic on. He was communicating to me in the middle of the match. He was like showing me like do the down 1. And then he would like run in front of me and he would just stop. And then I was like, okay, then I tried it and I would do the forward 2-4, then down 1 into the nut punch. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like this dude is teaching me like in the middle of the match, like on the spot. He's just like, no, if you just throw this one button out, this will literally complete like the rest of your combo. And that was like a moment to me where I was just like, wow, that was like really sick. Like someone took their time, right? Even though this is clearly like in the middle of a match, right?
Yeah.
Someone took their time to teach me something and it opened up like the rest of the possibilities for me, like playing Johnny, right? And that's why like when I had like people who were just like, who would just stop playing, they were like, go ahead, just beat me. I would just quit. I'd just be like, dude, I
fucking hate when people do that, dude. When my time with MK11, so many people do that where it's like it'd be round 2 and it's like, dude, they just stand there like, dude, just watch me or some shit like that, and voice gen just talk shit.
Yeah.
This is such like it's so childish. I never understand like people who do that. It
People,
sucks.
I like fighting games because people get desperate. No one ever wants to feel defeat.
Yeah.
So they try to figure out a way to beat you.
Exactly.
Without they know once they decide I can't beat him in this game, they're going to be like, how do I beat him? Do I call him a tryhard? Do I just stop playing and being like, well, now I'm just letting you beat me? You know, like the human mind is so crazy.
I never understood like of course in other games it's like, oh, there's tryharding, there's sweating because there's a clear dichotomy between like casual and ranked. In fighting games, even in casual and ranked matches, it's not necessarily something you can turn off. I feel like the concept of tryharding or like sweating is something you should do in fighting games all the fucking time.
Yeah. Yes.
It never made sense to me. We're like, oh, you're trying, dude, it's a fighting game.
It
like
was
you can't just unlearn something. It's not fighting games are not that dynamic to the point where it's like as dynamic as like a shooter where it's like you're in a team and there's so many variables in like maps and weapons and shit that you got to take account of. Like fighting games aren't that like crazy. So it's like situations are bound to repeat. Like matchups are bound to repeat. It's like fighting games are inherently repetitive. So it's not like the craziest thing, or it's not out of the realm of possibility for someone to like naturally get so good to the point where it's like there's a clear skill gap for so many different players. It just, I don't know. It never made sense to me.
It's funny, like when that word try hard started coming about, when kids were using it, like it was the new word to like insult someone, like a gamer. I didn't understand it. I would play with my brother, and at the time he was, a teenager with his friends, and I was playing like a shooter with him, and I started hearing that, like, oh, try hard, this and that, and like they eventually called me try hard, and I didn't realize it's like a joke or something, but I was like, yeah, you should try hard. I am a try hard. And they would just keep laughing on the mic, like, like, because it's just like a bad word, I guess. And I'm just like, no, you should try hard. And they were just like laughing at me, And I guess now people say sweats, like sweats. I think that's better. Like, okay, we're sweaty. But try hard, I never liked that one.
Dude, the way my brother was the one who introduced that to me, right? Back when it was, Xbox 360 and people were playing Call of Duty 4.
Yeah.
The original Call of Duty 4 and or MW2. It was just like, hey, how much did your try hard panties cost? They would say that. They're like, hey, you have your try hard panties on, don't you? They would say shit like that, and it'd be like,
so stupid.
the fuck are you talking about, yo?
Yeah.
It'd be like, play the game, okay?
Yeah. And back to your point about when you were telling us about the Johnny Cage thing and all that, I know you were trying to get to Katsuo saying like, you were grateful that guy, right? Like showed you the down one to get your combo and stuff. Like you were actually like, wow, I feel like I got better. In Katsu's eyes, if he was playing MKX and that guy was there to show him, Katsu would be like fuck
it's taunting.
you.
It's insulting.
How
dare you?
It's crazy to see the dynamic of just like how you would feel like no, by you giving me like information, it's patronizing and you're taking away my ability to feel like I accomplished learning, right?
Yeah, or not even like the feeling of just like the feeling of learning. Or just the action of learning. Like, I feel like that's being taken away from me.
Right now, I could say I've never met a player like you, and I never knew you thought like that. It's not bad because you're a good player. You're a great fighting game player. All the great fighting game players like I've met and talked to, when it comes to that subject about someone else teaching you, we all agree on the same thing like Dakota. We're pretty grateful when someone's like, I've never heard someone like you say, like, fuck that guy for trying to teach me. But it's interesting because going back to the discovery of things, like I seen like recently on YouTube, someone talking about free roam games, and like sometimes it gets annoying. You can't find a treasure chest or something, so you look it up. And I come to realize I stopped doing that because I come to realize the satisfaction of finding that treasure chest and getting your costume wasn't as great because I looked it up on YouTube rather than being like, I'm not going to look it up. And this might take me 100 more hours to find this motherfucker rather than just 5 seconds of looking it up on YouTube. But if it's going to take 100 hours, it's just that much more glorious to finally find that fucking costume.
If I can be very honest with you, and this, I know this podcast is going to be a long time and we're probably going to cover a lot of different stuff, right? Yeah. But like maybe we'll cover a story in the future or later in this episode. But it's just like, I've always been a big fan of you because of sometimes how blatantly prideful you are. Where it's just like you just say some shit, like, there's no fucking way you said that out loud. You're just
like what?
Yeah. Anytime I see somebody anybody that I see someone younger than me doing better than me, it makes me angry. I'm just like,
that King's Cup?
Fuck that person.
Yeah, we were trolling. So
just like, let's fucking
So the
go.
context for that, it was me and Aaron were watching, or Aaron put on Capcom Cup Finals, and it was Kakadu versus Blossom, I think. I remember watching it and just like, this fucking sucks. This kid's so good at the game. I hate him. And it's just like, I don't know. Because like for the longest time, it would like keep me up at night where it's like, I'm not good enough. I could be, if I had the access back then, I could be a fucking like legend right now. And I'm not. And it's like, now I've kind of accepted like, fuck it. I'll do it like along the way. I don't care.
Yeah. I think the first time I ever, not the first time I met you, but when you came to a MADHouse event for the first time, I first felt your intensity and wrath when we played in grand finals and I beat you. And you thought I said something that I didn't say. Someone asked me, oh, how'd you do in the tournament? It was like Rex or someone. They said, oh, how you won? Like, how was the match? And I said, oh, I got him 3-0. And Katsu turns around and he said, did you call me free? Because when I said 3-0, he thought I said like Frio or something.
Yeah.
And Katsu was
I was so close to telling you to sit down and let's run it back.
And I right away I was like, no, dude, I said 3-0.
The crazy part about that set was like game one, we didn't choose our mains. I think it was a Shoto mirror. You played Ken, I played Akuma.
Okay.
Because it's like, that was like the strat where it's like, I know, like, of course I knew you were a good player, but it's like, I got to get a feel for you.
Yeah.
And you did that, like, I feel like you did that exact same thing.
Yeah. I didn't pick
like,
Oro.
Yeah, you didn't pick Oro. I didn't pick Yun. And like, ultimately I lost, and then I got my run back at Genesis.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember what like the sequence was. And then you wanted to get your run back eventually.
Yeah, I knew, even playing you when at the first MADHouse, I feel like I got that win just off of like my calmness in tournaments, and it's been so long. But I felt I got lucky. I was like, if I could replay that 100 times, I would have just won that one, and you probably would have won the 99 other times.
When it comes to my composure, dude, I remember playing Tekken 7 ranked, trying to get Geese out of like hard stuck purple ranks, and like I would be shaking my fucking, like I'd be nervous as fuck just for ranked. This was like around middle school. So like, and then that went away. And like, I remember for the first MADHouse, I wasn't too nervous, but I definitely did feel it. And I feel like going to like those events, they definitely help with like my composure. Cause nowadays, like sometimes it still strikes me, but it doesn't strike me, like it doesn't get to me until like it's some real shit. Like, of course, like something we always like to fucking talk about, the Reinhardt set at Evo. I made it out of losers on my pool. Day 2, I beat my first set. After that, I remember freaking the fuck out because I remember looking at my pool and was like, who the fuck am I playing next? And then I see Reinhardt sitting down my pool, like, oh, that's Reinhardt. Look at the bracket. I'm playing Reinhardt. I remember texting you.
Yeah, I told everyone we had to rush over
like,
there right now.
I'm playing Reinhardt and like at Evo, like it hit me. Like I'm about to play fucking Reinhardt at Evo, like to qualify for top 100 or something like the top 96. And I remember sitting down. It's like, okay, what is my best mental strat? It's like, okay, be friendly. Ask him for a photo. That's got to get his guard down. And then I remember, I think he took game 1, and then I took game 2. And that's when that's like after taking a game off of Reinhardt, and like at Evo, that hit me. It's like, wait, this isn't supposed to happen. Like it feels like it's not supposed to happen yet. Where it's like it's there, but like I'm fighting against fucking Reinhardt. And I remember getting around and like shaking again. I was like, wait, I'm not supposed to win. What's happening? And I feel like I was internally at a war with myself and like how confident I am, because I felt like if I did truly like feel like enter the flow state, because game 1 I did feel like the flow state where it's like, okay, this is like any other player in the world. It's not just Reinhardt. And then it just hit me where it's like, oh, I really am playing Reinhardt and I'm about to fucking beat him. And that, like, I didn't keep my composure, and then I ultimately lost. Because I remember there's this really specific moment where I popped Gainage in, and I'm just doing like, stand medium punch, low short, like that infinite block string. And I remember after low short, I just stopped for a moment, and he did reversal super because I'm plus 13. I just hold block, and I didn't get the right punish, and he was really fucking close to death. And I just, from there, I fucked up. Man, I think back to that day often where it's like, damn, I really could have beaten Reinhardt and I didn't. And like, I think often where it's like, when is the next time I'm going to play Reinhardt in Third Strike at Evo? Never. Like, ever. That was definitely like a once in a lifetime thing. And if anything, I'm proud that I got, because it did go to final game, final round, and I'm proud I got that, like, at least. I could just say that, like, oh yeah, I took a game off Reinhardt and shit like that. It was really cool because that was like my first set with like a super top player.
Yeah,
and it was great.
You said when's the next time you'll play Ryan Hart, which is it would be hard, right, at Evo and stuff.
Of course.
But I could say with your training and like how you say you're never going to stop and stuff, you could be at Evo playing a higher caliber player than Ryan Hart,
Of course.
like a Justin Wong boss or whatever, and take it off of him. Which,
course.
if you keep playing, that's the way to go. You might never get that run back against Ryan Hart, but you're going to get someone else that beats Ryan Hart
Of course.
easily, right?
Of course. Like there is, of course there are active players who are better at the game than Ryan Hart, but
Yeah.
it was like the prestige
Yeah, of course.
is just like, that's what got me, where it's like, this guy is a fucking legend. And I did look up to him, and I remember like running into him later that day and just like telling him that like, yo, you're an inspiration. And like, he really appreciated it. It's like, yeah, I'm complete now. Like that's my Evo.
Wow. I remember your attitude after he beat you and stuff, like how happy you were.
Yeah. I didn't feel salty. Like I didn't feel anything. Like I was just wrapped in joy.
Yeah.
I was stoked that happened to begin with. Like I don't care. I've reached the point where I don't really care about losing, which like, cause growing up, I would hate losing. I was so I was an emotional player. I was a huge scrub. I would rage quit all the time on MK11. And, like reaching that point where it's like, if I lose, like that's on me. Like accepting that, it's like, okay, there's always going to be another time, like whatever. If I lose, that means there's always something to learn for the next one. And losing to Ryan Hart was like, I should have told him, like playing against him was an honor. Like I don't think I'm ever going to get that again. Like, of course, maybe through something again, through like a newer, like of course another top player, but I don't think that's like ever going to happen. But I'm grateful.
Yeah, that is amazing. Going back to MADHouse, right? Like your first one, what got you to like be like, I want to go to that, even if it's in San Jose, right? What was that whole experience besides the us playing and stuff? Like, take us through MADHouse experience. Your first
I remember seeing, I think you posted about it, and I thought like, oh, this is San Jose. I gotta go. I remember begging my parents to go, and they dropped me off, and then I went in, and then I'm in Atlanta, and I think you weren't there.
I wasn't there. I was working remote at that point.
Yeah.
I was controlling the
yeah,
stream
that was-
remote, so that's why I was saying I was like controlling the cameras, and that's why the what do you call it, edit was as funny as it was, because I love that particular event a lot because of some of the things you said. But go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, I went in, and then, God, it was so long ago, and like there was a lot of people in that small room. There's a lot of people in that small room, and I remember going in, and I had the time of my life in there because I didn't care about like I didn't care if it was like unprofessional or whatever, because it's like what I truly wanted was like just any local community where it's like, oh yeah, all these people play Street Fighter, and even better, all these people play Third Strike. So it's like I'm in my element, I'm having fun, whatever. Like I said some stupid shit that day.
I remember.
I can't remember what exactly I said.
So I remember your very first match.
No. I said I don't even play this game.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get to. So your very first match was like Michelangelo was on commentary, and you said something along the lines of like, I haven't even played this game since high school.
And then you said, like, was it yesterday?
Yeah, I was like, what was that, yesterday? And like then we find out how old you are. Like, that was yesterday, motherfucker. Like, you fucking liar. Like you like, again, I joke that it's not a bad thing, right? It's just like the whole like, your ego, trying to defend your ego with
I was
this
just
little
fucking
thing.
around that
Yeah,
day.
it wasn't since like high school. And then you turn around and then you try to be like, yeah, after you lost, you're like, what was that
I
match?
don't
I don't even play this game. It's like, liar, dude. It's fucking. Well, and I asked you about it. You're like, well, what do you mean you didn't even play this game? You said you've been playing Third Strike since like how old? And you're like, well, actually not this version of the game, so it doesn't really count. And I'm just like, shut up. And again, me not understanding
I was just fucking around.
Me not understanding the nuances of just like, yeah, there probably is like a massive difference between Arcade Perfect and like 30th, anniversary or whatever. Me not understanding that, right? But it's just like, just hearing that back, from like an outsider's perspective, I was like, this motherfucker's full of shit, yo. Like,
that was a good day.
Yeah.
And then I remember on the drive back, I just felt so like fulfilled. Where it's like, this is something that I needed. And I remember I can't remember the next event I went to, but I think it was SF4. I can't remember, but that was fun. And then I've just been along for the ride since then, like showing up as a semi-regular. Like I remember back then, like I barely showed up, but then of course things changed, and now I'm here.
I remember you were pretty active though in the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was a stream monster, like way back when, old
And
days.
I think that's when we finally found out. Like I remember, like Michelangelo giving you grief, like, "Where are you? You should be here." And then we find out like you live like an hour down south, and we're like, "Fuck!" Like, never mind.
Damn.
Holy
Yeah.
shit! How'd you come to this one? Right? Like,
I think you really got to chill with us at Fanime, I think. And I mooned you guys.
No, that was the
No.
first Genesis. That's
It
when
was,
that was
okay.
when I really hung out with you guys.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah.
It was a crowd of us. You got to chill. Like Cherie was there, and you had your. I remember you had like a leather jacket. And I'm like, already this guy's cool in my book because you have a
Yeah.
leather
You
jacket.
moved a lot of innocent people that day too. Actually, when I think about it,
dude. It was
that old lady.
Oh,
yeah,
lady,
she did not deserve that.
It was like in a main street,
It was
And-
literally right across the street,
and I was
like,
just like-
where everyone crosses to get
Yeah.
to hotels.
and I was
Yeah,
just showing
dude.
my bare ass. What the fuck?
Genesis was so fun. Genesis was so fucking fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it was crazy. Like entering and thinking like, oh, if I go 0-2, then I'm gonna be hanging in a closet. But like, oh, if I go,
Oh shit.
if I make top 8, then I'll be good. And then
Yeah.
eventually making third, like that's pretty good for my first like regional event. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And like everyone was there. Was like making it to winners finals was awesome. Like meeting Carpalm and Makoto Mike, they were so chill, and like getting to play against them and learning like or experiencing what that top level of third strike really feels like, and being exposed to that. Now that I'm aware of that, I know what to expect, and I'm very glad that I experienced that. And now I have a medal in my room, so
Dude.
that's awesome.
It was awesome seeing you play on the sticks and stuff. And now I'm looking back and knowing what I know now about you, like not liking people giving you advice. I remember I went up to you because you were doing something and I knew you could beat the guy and I tried giving you advice, but knowing what I know now, you were probably thinking, get the fuck out of my face. I'm just trying to play right now.
He's just angry at you.
Yeah, just angry, like, oh shit. But for the people that don't know, what is your position now with MADHouse? Like, you went from just a player to meeting us to now. What does MADHouse mean to you, and who are you to MADHouse?
Well, to start, I manage audio video production, camera angles, lighting. I organize and I design the Start DG pages now, thumbnails, minimal editing or minimal video editing, and like I direct a lot of like the creative decisions when it comes to like art direction and stuff like that for like I mentioned, thumbnails and such, promo, like posters, posts sometimes. The graphics that you see like for the stream, I made like some of them, and then all the thumbnails you've seen with like the red and blue outline, all of those have been me. The King's Cup promo, by the way, I don't know if this episode is gonna be like up by then, but like the Evo Awards, King's Cup, like those are all me. What else have I been doing?
Like everything. It sounds like
Damn.
literally just like.
He is
Oh,
mad.
and now
Katsu's MADHouse.
the next step of that is now you're also now running online brackets.
Yeah, I've
You're,
ran CVS2 at King's Cup before. I've
you've done
A little bit of
offline
everything.
TOing.
Offline
You've
TOing,
done pretty much
Lately,
everything.
I also run online TOing for you.
No,
guys now.
that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Now you're pretty much you have. Okay, while you may not handle a 100-man bracket off of your phone,
Of course.
you ran an excellent online bracket to the point where I'm just like, this should just also be something that you're the main person on going
Yeah. Okay.
forward.
So I don't think I've ever mentioned this. Oh God, this is gonna suck at to watch and post. But before MADHouse and everything during COVID, for I think 1 to 2 years straight, all I did was run like an online bracket every month, and it was just me and like this online community I was a part of, and like there'd be this dude that we know, and he would drop like $100 for every bracket, and it'd be like various games. I think the first one we did was Multiverses. That game fucking sucked. Then it went on to, I can't remember, the next one was Dragon Ball Fighters, which had its moments. and then we did Tekken 7, and then we did Street Fighter 6 as like a celebration for launch. And I remember, dude, I was fucked up for that one because I organized it and I participated in it, but my rule was that for every set I play, it's always going to be a mirror match. And then I ended up winning. I ended up winning the whole thing, and I just felt like an asshole afterwards. It was like, no, that's fun. I had fun. Everyone had fun. But yeah, for a year or 2 years straight, all I did was like organize online brackets through like shitty challenge or whatever, and it was fun. And seeing that, or having that like very minimal experience, definitely built the foundation for like running like online tournaments. Even if it was that one time, like I still consider it like pretty cool that I'm able to do that. But yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it sounds like you do like everything under the sun, but like when you tell people like, well, hey, what you do for MADHouse, is this similar? Do you like kind of list everything off, or you just be like, oh, like, I don't know. Like when I tell people like, what do you do for MADHouse? I was like, I don't know. I just kind of show up and yell at people, right?
I mean, that is what you do though.
I simplify it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to simplify it besides like, I just do stuff. I just press buttons. Like what I like to say is I just like pressing buttons.
Yeah.
Whether it's like computer or my phone or whatever. I like, cause I'm also behind a computer, and then I'm a competitor. And it's like, I feel like that kind of generalizes everything. I just press buttons.
Yeah, it is always fun to simplify things. Like when people ask me, like, oh, I heard you did this, like you're doing some games or you're in Atlanta or something. I just say, I play video games. And they look like they're waiting for the punchline or
I
something.
I play video games.
And I'm just like, yeah, that's it.
I tried to use that joke at an anime convention that we were working at like a while ago. And the beautiful thing about a lot of these anime communities and these conventions is that a lot of people will volunteer to get free tickets. And they literally have to walk around with a vest that says like volunteer or something like that, so they don't just like run off or whatever. It always looks kind of crazy. I'm like, damn, like I feel kind of bad just like asking them like, can you go get me water? Or can you go get whatever? But that's what they're here to do. So when I look at people who are not like actively in the department that we're assisting, and they're like, what do you do? And I just go to the good old usual, I'm nobody. I'm just a volunteer. And I'm realizing like, oh, this could now be problematic that I've just said this out loud, right?
Yeah.
Like now they're gonna, like, so I that's always one that I love going to. Like, I'm just a volunteer, man. You don't gotta worry about me.
Yeah, like I definitely like do a lot. Like sometimes I feel like I underperform, but like now I'm in my element where it's like I feel like I'm a fucking soldier for you guys. Where it's like you guys ask me to jump, I say how high, and then I'll do that.
That's what we need the most, dude. We need this war effort. I always tell people, man, it's just like. Look at me, even if it was just like me on my own, right? I could willpower so much stuff on my own, but until we have like great people surrounding us to try to make that happen, until we get those great people to like, hey, or until we get great players and great everything, like I can't just do this all on my own. And me and Atlanta can't do this, the three of us, etc. And even the four of us right here, right? As capable as the four of us are, we need so much more to make this thing, into what we believe it can become later down the line. So, dude, all your efforts, we really appreciate you. I try my best to show you how much I appreciate you. Even if that's something as small as like, hey, I'm just going to go pick you up or we're going to go whatever.
I mean,
right?
that's also kind of huge because, dude, I'm an hour away.
You are an hour down south. So I joke about that in the vlog where I was like, just by me picking up katsuu for that Sacramento tournament, I have added more than 4.5 hours or 4 hours of my, out of the 9.5 hours I did or 9 hours I did that day, 4 of that was dedicated just for katsuu.
Damn.
Because the 1 hour there, 1 hour back, then we go up to Sacramento, and then again an hour there, and then an hour back just to get my ass home.
Oh my
I
god!
mean, I genuinely don't ever regret it because you're like, you help out so fucking much. It's ridiculous. Like King's Cup, like I don't care. Like I'm dead tired throughout all of King's Cup. We make magic happen when we all come together. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's cool to see like the soldiers forming because we all three wondered like we're gonna need more people, and I put like faces to this army that I eventually would want to be like 10, 20, and it's cool to see those faces forming like you. It feels like Final Fantasy, we got Cloud and fucking all the characters, and then now we have like Red X coming, and it's like, oh, he just joined the fucking the thing,
I wanted to be Yuffie, but
well,
So
whoever, you know, it's
that
just like,
actually might be another good point. That I don't know if that's written on your list of questions here. Do we want to like talk a little bit more about, you know, some of the things or the elements that make you who you are?
What makes
yeah, that's an interesting one to me. Is like, when did you start wanting to call yourself like a they instead of he, him?
That's a great point. Well,
Yeah. When did you decide on your pronouns? Is a better way maybe to put it.
Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, I do go by they them, and I am a non-binary person, and it did kind of bother me a lot in my teens of like me being in high school. It's like, okay, I'm in the stage where it's like I kind of have to plan what I want to do with my life. And it's like, before I do that, who the fuck am I? So that was always in the back of my mind. And, you know, some days were harder than others. Some days were easier than others. But like, I feel like it was one of my biggest problems with myself because I didn't have like the greatest mental state at that point, where it's like I didn't have everything that made me fulfilled and be like at a point where it's like, oh, I can function. But I didn't feel that way. I felt like I genuinely couldn't function. Or like, I remember COVID made it so much worse. Like, I remember being in my room and like having instructors like, oh, this is what you got to do for the day. And like, dude, even opening my fucking laptop and like trying to do shit, I couldn't even do that because everything felt like it was for nothing. Like I had this sort of like nihilistic approach, or I think that's the word, yeah, where it's like
Nihilistic.
yeah, where it's just like everything fucking sucks. Not in like some sort of like corny emo way, but it's just like I hate myself and I have nothing left. Like, this is what I have to do, and then I just go to college and that's it. And like I don't really consider it an escape. I consider fighting games to be like a part of me. Like, I live and like I bleed like what I do for like not just the scene, but like playing them and like learning as much as I do, because I feel like without it, I'm nothing. And this is like I feel like my personal philosophy is that I have no reason to like be on this planet, and my reason is to live for myself, and the way I do that is through fighting games. Are you crying?
A little bit, yeah. I won't lie. That was some deep shit.
I
was
just
like,
went through to Atlanta.
That resonated hard.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm not
don't-
gonna lie to you. Like I fuck with that heavy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. On a fundamental level, I fuck with you so heavy, it's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
every like you are one of the few people we could talk about like the craziest lore that no one knows, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is like hidden video stuff that you'd find on threads, forums. Like, I can't understate it or overstate it enough. Like, everything we talk about, every time we come together, like, we're actually having like real deep conversations. I still remember at Evo, after, you know, everything that was said and done, we were up at like 3 a.m. You were just talking about how you would play Third Strike for the rest of your life. Like, this was just like random conversations. They're all dead already, and we're just having a good time.
This was 2 EVOs ago?
2 Evos ago. Yeah, like I don't know if you remember that, but you were like just kind of turned over. Everyone was already passed out, and you're just talking to me about how much you love Third Strike. And
Is it the one? Is it the Evo where Katsu snuck in our room when we said no one can be in here?
no, that one too. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Okay, so
Technically,
the
yeah.
context behind that was the NorCal 7v7.
Yeah.
And you guys had a rule where it's like, oh, no one but the players or people who know the players. And you guys were like, hey,
I don't think you just stayed in the room.
I didn't even sneak
Yeah,
in. You
you
guys
did.
didn't even kick me out.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because we were trying to set up, and you were helping set up, and then you just sat down.
Yeah.
And then you
It's
just
like,
didn't
dude, fuck you
leave.
guys. I want to watch that.
To be fair though,
I love the picture though.
I did say that I do really want you to be here to experience this.
'Cause,
Yeah.
dude, it was such an awesome event.
was.
It was great.
Yes, so we know how badly you wanted to be there, and there's a picture Atlanta or Dakota showed me where it's like everyone that was supposed to be there, and then there's you.
It's on the console. It's literally on one of our consoles.
And,
Yeah.
But we love it. We're not like, what is he doing? Like, no, it was more like we start laughing because we're just like, oh my God, like, this is hilarious. Katsu just, waltzed their way in,
I
So
didn't
it's
even
like-
move. I didn't move an inch. I just sat up and then I sat down.
I felt like that was like a great moment for you though, because like you got to experience like some real grassroots shit that like you only see in these videos,
Yeah.
and you got to see all of it go down.
Like it was a region battle.
Yeah,
And
it was great.
It was amazing. But yeah,
I really appreciate you sharing like kind of like your perspective. Like obviously it resonates very heavily with Atlanta. For me, that resonates massively with me, right? I feel very in a lot of senses, right? Like I feel very nihilistic about a lot of things that like go on in this world, and very like, hey, what is my purpose? Like, you know, all this other shit. Where for me, right, you know, I've always written, or I've always stated that like, hey, like as selfish as I act and as selfish as a lot of things I do, a lot of my purpose really generates into trying to create moments for people that I care about and trying to create some sorts of like connection and stuff like that. Not necessarily like living for other people, right? But creating something together with, you know, people who that matter to me, because you can't care about everybody. So I simply want to care about the few people that mean something to me. And then, you know, if everybody else, if something terrible happens, then so be it, right? Though with that being said, also, right, like one of the reasons why I asked you about like, you know, a little bit about your identity is that I feel like a lot of people don't really know that you're non-binary, or they don't know your pronouns, or
a lot of people don't know that, but like at the same, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Like, it used to bother me a lot when I was like experimenting with my identity, but like right now I'm in a state where it's like, I don't really feel like I don't really feel like I could be or resonate with like masculinity or femininity, where it's just like I feel like I'm absent to that, where I don't really care.
The part that I find most interesting,
it gives me the freedom to like, oh, if I'm out on my own, I could dress however the fuck I want. So it's like it's like where I'm giving myself freedom too. It's like that.
With that being said, the part that I find most interesting is just like how many people like don't know, how many people you don't inform. And then also like too, like just the fact that like you're at the point right now where I feel like you're secure enough in yourself that you don't really care. You don't correct people. You're just like, hey man, like you could do whatever you want, or you could say whatever you want. You call me whatever you want. And really, I know who I am. And that's the part that I find like very like admirable in my opinion.
Of course. Yeah. Like I know who I am. Like I think I've had people giving me shit. I've had family members give me shit like once. And like, I've been through the ringer. Like I don't let it get me, you know, like, cause I know who I am.
Yeah. I mean, even me though, I always give you shit about, you know, stupid shit or whatever.
Well,
right?
you give me shit about everything.
And dude, nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe. Yeah.
No, yeah. So that was just something where I feel like that's actually a very big part of you that like not a lot of people know, and it's something that I'm always conscious of. You know, when I speak about you, or when I try to address you and everything like that. Where, you know, considering I'm such a crass person, it's very interesting for me to like, dude, like that's not really a part of like my life or my repertoire or anything like that. Where, you know, to take into account like other people like that, right? Normally I just kind of do what I want, and whatever happens. Whoever gets hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's cool.
I always wondered how you felt about it, because you never came up to me and told me. It was more they like kind of told me. Atlanta was like, hey, it's day. I still slip on this podcast. I probably called you he like 3 times already.
Yeah, I don't fucking care.
And I was like, I know, and I like you, so I'm just like, damn. When I say it, like Atlanta gives me shit. He's like, it's day.
Yeah,
it's
like
day.
I see a lot of people on the internet who are like very adamant about it, and like while I do, like of course they have their reasons. Like I also have mine as to why I don't really give a shit. You know, where it's like it's by that logic where I understand that, but I'm not like that.
Yeah, I'm always like, damn, I hope Katsu doesn't hate me for shit like that. And it's cool to know that, because I never knew if you cared or not.
Dude, if there's anyone here that I hate the most, it's this motherfucker.
What the hell?
The one that they spend the most time with.
Yeah.
Like all those times that you picking my fucking brain on the car and like fucking with me. Dude, if I wasn't in fighting games, I think I would have been in jail for murdering you.
Dude,
Damn, that's crazy.
I knew it was real. I knew you fucking we're super upset when it was like to the point where like, hey, we're me driving you down to LA for whatever event, and I'm just psychoanalyzing Katsu like for 6 hours straight.
That actually was very therapeutic. Well, it was more therapeutic than it was like bothering, because it was a long ass drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got rear-ended.
Yeah, we got rear-ended, right? But point is, like on the way back, they're like, "Who do you want to roll with?" Right? Do you want to? And Katsu's like, "I want to go with Atlanta."
Wait, no, that was
that was the second.
That was the second one, yeah.
Yeah. But the just like little things like that, right? Where
if I have the choice, I'm always gonna choose Atlanta. I just want to let you know that.
I know that. I know that.
Sometimes I'll like second guess myself, where it's like, okay, maybe like I'll flip a coin on it. I don't care. But it's like if I'm in that mood where it's just like I fucking hate you, I'm choosing Atlanta all the time.
And I go out of my way to make sure I generate that mood, dude.
It's like you're always out to get me.
It's like maybe it'll be different this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but with that being said, I hope a lot of the things I've said or done to you have been, in a sense, like giving you like food for thought. For
course,
some
yeah.
a lot of the subjects that we've covered or whatever, where you just like, yeah, it's as hard as I am on a lot of people, not just yourself. There are a lot of people that I've just fucking driven up the wall.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, it's really for their own benefit as much as they may not see it at that point in time. And I may have it skewed, right? My methods may not be for everyone. They for sure are not, right? But so long as I have actively tried to generate some degree of like critical thinking in you, then I'm pretty much happy with that, even no matter how I'm viewed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's helped. Like, it's been very monumental, honestly. Like, as stupid as it sounds, like, I'm very grateful that, like, you wasted your fucking time.
I wouldn't call it wasted time. It's just, dude, me and Katsu have so many fucking moments, dude. Just like random shit. Just like me sitting, like, you know, me and my confidence. Like, you know what, Katsu? I know you think you're all good at third strike and shit. We're at Magitech. I know you think you're all good at third strike. Let's sit down right now. This is time for your real test. Let's do a 1st to 10.
Oh shit.
And then just Katsu just boat
First,
races
yeah.
the shit out of me. Just 10-0. The quickest 10-0 that you could fucking imagine, right? Because I refuse to block. And then we go for the G, and I'm like, hey, GG's. And as soon as we fist bump, immediately just like all the emotion comes back. I'm like, fuck you. Like,
Oh.
That was good.
dude, yeah, I've driven you around a bunch. I try to teach you a bunch of shit. I put you through very crazy moments at King's Cup also.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're ever going to cover that story.
I
or
mean,
not.
I feel like we should cover that story because I think it was like a genuine pivotal
Yeah,
moment
so-
and like just making them.
I'll explain it. So there was a King's Cup where it's like, I think this was around or before I did production or started doing production. So it's
Correct.
like,
This is
yeah.
before you wanted to TO more.
Yeah, I wanted to TO a little bit more and just like feel that out. And I remember Dakota was like, okay, just like pushing me into the fucking deep end. Like, okay, here's a 100-man pool. See it, do whatever.
So I want to preface this as well. At this point, you were running brackets. We were supporting you in Salty Salinas. You were the person that was managing all the stuff for Mountain Mike's and like the pizza spots or whatever like that. So, and then I was just continuing to try to coach you up in the sense where I was like, look, Katsu, you either need to be a great TO. You need to be one of two things, right? You either need to be really fast or you need to be really loud. Regardless, the whole point of either of those is you need to be able to distribute information as fast as you can. If you are both of those, then you will be amazing. And the reason why I brought this up is because when Katsu would run brackets at Salinas, you would always be very fucking quiet, and then you would just be walking, like try to get through people on your laptop.
I had my own method because that's how I did in high school, and I learned that method doesn't fucking work.
I'm trying to coach up Katsu, and Katsu's just like immediately, like, again, the whole advice thing, like, well, I have my own method. I don't need to do, it works for me. And then that's when I started challenging Katsu. I was like, you want to be a good TO, right? What are you going to do when you have a 60-person Tekken bracket? Are you going to be able to walk through King's Cup with your little laptop and you're going to be like whispering to people? Is that going to be effective for you? I want you. Then immediately you were just like, no, it's probably not going to go well at all. And I was like, well, this is your opportunity to, maybe rethink some things, maybe prepare yourself for a moment that comes up like that, right? And then came the moment, not even that long after that conversation, where I was like, if Atlanta's on production, we need a Tekken TO. We have nobody. Katsu, do you want to do it? And you're like, yes. And I was like, are you sure you're going to be able to handle it? And you're just flat out like, no. But whatever happens, happens.
I remember telling you, like, I think 2 days before King's Cup, I'm like, hey, they're having like a little bit of doubts. I think we should have like a backup TO. They're like, nah, you'll be fine. And then like jumped into the group chat. Can you do this? And then like immediately response, no.
Because in my mind, I was like, we're going to throw Katsu into the deep end. And
I'm grateful that happened though.
And I was like, they're not going to drown. I was like, I refuse to believe that Katsu's just going to drown in the deep end of the pool. They're gonna have some sort of self-preservation, fucking, something going on there. And then comes the day of the tournament. Walk me through it.
Yeah.
Tell me from your perspective.
I cracked. Like you constantly, not necessarily breathing down my neck, but dude, you were fucking on me. And I don't know, but like that definitely contributed to it. And I understand that it came from a good place, but it's just like that stress building up. It's just like eventually I just fucking cracked.
Yeah, but why did I do that to you?
Because it was like more so like of like a reality check in a sense.
So there were two reasons. One, yes, to your point. Yes, a reality check. Two, I continued to try to apply more and more pressure to you because you were either going to do one of two things, right? And we found out one of those things, right? Either you were going to, so much pressure, you were either going to try to take on the challenge and you were going to be ready for the moment, or you were going to crack under the pressure and you were going to fall apart, right? Which again, I would rather have that happen before the bracket starts than after the bracket starts. Because if that happens in the middle of the event, that is so much more worse than it happening before the event.
But that did happen that day.
Yes. That was my point.
Someone cracked in the middle of the bracket.
Yeah, but look, it was fine. Like
it all worked out. It's funny to hear after the fact, but yeah.
That person cracked by the time that the bracket was running on not autopilot, right? But it was a lot easier to manage at that point.
I think Henrocks took over, right?
Yeah, that's my point, right? One of the
Shout-outs.
players was able to take over. Dude, you want to put one of the players and put them under the stress of being like, hey, you got to run this thing right out the gate when it's like 60 people. It makes a lot of sense when you have like two pools and two players running it. But my point is that I was trying to either find out whether katsuu would break before. I was trying to make that happen before or after the bracket, right? And I got my answer where I'm just like, hey, obviously you were not ready for that. I put you under a lot of pressure. And like you said, it was very much a reality check, right? Of
course.
And it wasn't that I necessarily wanted to I wanted you to fail. I most certainly wanted you to succeed, right? But, a lot of that also comes from like me downplaying a lot of my abilities and a lot of like my whatever, right? My skill set. Because I've always said like, dude, anybody can do what I can do. It's really not that hard, right? And then as time goes on, I'm realizing like, oh no, it's pretty hard for people to like get up in front of a crowd and like raise their voice, right? Something where I'm just like, I just do that because I'm fucking bored, right?
I mean, that's why public speaking is like a class now.
That's like insane to me. I'm just like, what do you mean? Just get up there and just say something. Just, I don't know. Just like
Just start spouting nonsense.
yeah, dude. People, dude, you get up there, dude, and start like just like speaking like a preacher and start, I put 2 eggs in a flour in a ball. And and just make something happen, dude. Just fucking do it. What are they gonna do? These people are gonna hate you. Good. Like fuck them. Like
Jesus Christ.
So
I did take an amazing photo of you when that happened too, by the way. I don't think I ever sent it to you.
Such a hard photo.
It
dude,
goes
of you.
so fucking hard, but I was like, I can't post this.
Really, I don't think I've ever seen
We'll
it.
put it in. We'll put it somewhere in the video.
Yeah,
dude.
like,
I'll definitely see that before it gets in the video.
No,
I don't think I
it's-
mentioned this. I want to edit. I want to have full 100% editing.
Oh my
It
God.
sucks, dude. It's
Yeah.
like
That's not
Yeah.
happening.
it's not happening.
It's gonna happen.
You're gonna see it in the cloud, but you're not gonna fucking. You'll see it beforehand, but you're not gonna be able to touch this, dude.
And it's not being uploaded. It's in full.
Damn.
That's crazy.
It's gonna corrupt the
Just
footage.
Katsuu just
Power.
starts breaking cameras. Like,
Yeah.
The power now.
snapping these SD
Kicking
cards.
everything over.
What are you scared of?
Okay, fuck you. That's okay. Okay, back to King's Cup. But yeah, I'm very grateful that like that happened because when it comes to like my experiences and how like I reflect on that in my own time, I'm very grateful for a lot of my failures. Like when it comes to like not getting like, especially the biggest one that I mentioned, like not being able to have access to like knowledge to what the FGC was growing up. Like I can like it's stupid, but it is technically like a failure to an extent. And I think about that because it's like ultimately that builds me to the person and like it builds me to the person I want to be and the person that strengthens me to be a better person tomorrow. And I'm very grateful to have the ability to continue to fail because I feel like those build me back up more than my successes do. I feel like my successes are nothing but proof of my failure and like proof of how far I'm willing to go. And something like that. I don't fucking know.
I understand what you're trying to get at. The whole, the reason I succeed is because I fail.
Yeah, exactly.
Failing's the best teacher for sure.
Of course.
Obviously, not people trying to give you advice.
Yeah, fuck.
Two last important questions. The first one I'm interested in hearing is if a game could come out, a fighting game that you would just be so hyped for, it does that maybe you can't make, but like, what would be your perfect fighting game that's like not announced, but you would just be like, oh my God, this is announced. It could be one that's real, right? Like Street Fighter 7, but it has like the third strike mechanics or some shit. It could be Killer Instinct, Darkstalkers, whatever. What would you be like? I'm dropping everything and I'm completely like devoting my time to this fighting game.
You have something to say.
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm thinking of the stupidest. What's up, dude? Yun Fighter Collection. It's just every character just Yun.
Shit.
Okay.
It's just fucking.
Do you want to know my honest opinion?
What's your honest
I
opinion?
think that no developer in the world can make the perfect fighting game for like not for me, but like for anyone. I feel like people don't know what they want when it comes to like fighting game design and like balancing and shit like that. People don't know what they want. Like I don't know what I want until I get it. Like I didn't know I would love. Like I played CVS2 on the PS2 so much, and I played Ngroove, and my team was like Kyogis, Hibiki or something. I don't fucking know. And I didn't really like CVS2 like that until like I picked it back up again because it's like, oh, we're going to Evo. I might as well enter CVS2 and try to learn it. It's like then I learned A-Groove and it's like I fucking love A-Groove and now I love CVS2. And my point is like players don't know what they like until they get it.
Yes.
Like there are freaks in the world who boot up like Marvel 3 and pick Beautiful Joe. And it just like there are people like that who exist where it's like they don't like something until they actually try it out and sit down and like really digest it. I like to think about like, oh, what would be games to like see be brought back in like decent like arcade perfect ports, but like when it comes to like the perfect fighting game, I already play it. Like I'm all right with what I'm given. Like Third Strike and CVS2 and like all those Marvel. Like I barely touched. Like I drowned in pools from. I think I went like 1 and 2 at Marvel 2 at Evo, but I still love Marvel 2, and it's a great game. And I don't think I'll ever want to play another version of Marvel because I feel like we live in a time where it's like we're always trying to make better versions of games that exist. I don't think that's necessarily like the solution to these things. These games are accessible. Like there's nothing that can truly beat the classics. Like that's why I play Third Strike and CVS2 because I think that it's as good as it gets. Like if a CVS3 does come out, I don't think it will ever like be as good as CVS2 like is to me, or I don't think like like when Street Fighter 6 came out with like parrying, that's cool, but it's not parrying. It's like you hold it and you parry and you get meter back. Like oh, you have a 2-frame window for a perfect parry. That will never be like getting a perfect parry with like the freeze frame and everything. That will never be as satisfying as like pixel hell Third Strike. You parry everything and you make an amazing comeback. It's something that just you cannot like replace that. Like even like oh the buffer window in Third Strike is like 6 to 10 frames, some stupid shit like that. But even then, it's something unique to its identity that just cannot be replicated.
Yeah.
Like Street Fighter 6 does not have that, and me personally, I don't like Street Fighter 6. I don't play it. But if my friends ask me to play, of course I will play. But I don't consider it a game that is worth putting my time into. Like, yeah, I have a few characters in Master. Like, 60. I think my peak was like close to 1600 MR when I did like truly like care about the game. But right now, I don't have any crazy feelings toward. Like, Alex looks great, and I do look forward to the future of Street Fighter 6. But right now, it's not something I have on my mind for like what I really want to be the best at, because I truly think that like Third Strike and CVS2 are like what I truly want to take seriously. Even if CVS2 it's relatively new to me, and I still really love that game. And the only thing on my mind is like, what other game have I not really dove into that I really love? I'm not talking about a new game, but like what is out there in that library that I'm eventually going to fall in love with? Like that is my mystery that I really want to uncover.
What are the top 3 characters you're thinking about picking up for MKX?
MKX. I played a little bit of Alien. Because of this guy, I tried dabbling with Summoner Quan Chi, and he's fun. And then I was third character, I don't know.
Either way, if it is 2, that's fine. I'm trying to get the mind,
Yeah.
what are we doing for MKX? Because I know you said
Oh,
earlier
okay.
yesterday, you were like, I'm thinking about playing it, but the idea of going in is just kind of fucking like,
Yeah, because it's like as soon as I get in, it's like, oh, what if there's another character I really like? Because then it just starts that sequence of me just playing everyone until I like, okay, now I'm back to Alien or something like that. Because I love, before actually diving into a game, I like getting a feel of every character in the game, getting a feel of like not even just the mechanics, but just like everything, and then truly settling with like, oh, what feels good. And if that's Alien, then I'll keep playing Alien.
a lot of characters in that game. They all feel
All feel fucking meaty. They really like pack a punch in there.
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
It's the best, man.
Yeah.
It's the greatest.
But yeah, besides Alien and Summer, I think Alien I play acidic, the really cheap one, and I can't think of like anyone else to play at the moment. I played Raiden for a bit. I can't remember the variation. Thunder God?
Where he's like lightning hands?
Yeah.
Thunder
No,
God.
well, no. I played Displacer.
Oh, with the orbs?
No. That's that's something of storms. I can't remember. But I played Displacer with the teleport. But I really like Displacer Raiden for some reason. Because I always like the animation in like older Mortal Kombat with like the fucking loud ass.
Yeah.
It's
Really-
sick,
yeah.
right? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, the teleport anime. I loved that for Raiden. So it's like I might as well play Displacer and just like full fucking pose. In MKX, like that's sick. Like I always loved the flashiness of MKX and shit like that. I know people shit on it for its animations or like NRS games for the animations, but like if there's anything MK has, it's like its world building and like just this overall design and uniqueness of each character, which is ironic because all the ninjas look the fucking same. But
Yeah.
yeah, in a sense, I don't know. There's something like in Mortal Kombat that will always like stick with me,
Yeah.
even if I don't play as much. But
Yeah.
I love MK.
One day we'll all be playing MK together. One
Yeah.
day.
That could happen today. Let's go to the arcade.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go
Okay,
back.
okay.
After Katsu's like, let's go back. Let's fucking.
Yeah. MK3 was fun. It's a good game. I love the classic MKs. The only MK I never really, or the only couple MKs I never really played were MK4 and Deception. I think I played a little bit of Deadly Alliance and Armageddon.
What about DC?
Yeah, I played DC.
Wow.
Play a lot of DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pro
Pro
moves.
moves and stuff. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I remember for MK versus DC. I think as a kid, I always chose Deathstroke.
Oh wow.
And then I played Sub-Zero for I don't fucking know. I was just mashing.
Yeah. I played all the characters in MKDC.
Yeah, I
loved them.
don't doubt that at all.
I was really into it. Like it was fun. I came up with some crazy shit. And speaking of MK, dude, you're wearing MK socks.
Yeah, they can't.
You can't see it. but
Oh,
Put your leg up. Put your leg up.
Dude.
Show more
Take
leg.
off
MK.
your
There we go.
pants, Dakota.
you're just showing
Dakota,
shoes.
please.
Ah, yeah.
MK
Do it.
socks.
No, it even says it on the toes. Look at it, dude, for all you fucking feet people out there.
Oh, Mortal
Oh my
Kombat.
God.
Oh, I have them on backwards.
you-
Son of a bitch.
Nice.
Wow. Just turn.
Damn.
Cross it over. It's fine.
Yeah.
Cross my
Mortal
feet.
There we
Kombat.
go.
They can't.
Yeah.
This fucking camera can't. We're all fucking.
Put your legs
Yeah.
Put.
Come on.
Here, you pick me up.
All right, let's do it. Let's go.
You're strong enough. All right,
legs
all
are
right,
heavy.
all right.
Mortal
Fuck.
Kombat.
I'm gonna change this later. I'm not taking my socks off on camera.
Please do.
All right. Next
Okay.
question.
So this question is going to be, I'm pretty interested to hear because it's very unique. I think I ask most people this question. I've asked like Ricky Ortiz, Chris T, Julio, like, MK players like Forever King and stuff. And, it's for me to be inspired kind of. And it's really like, look, you're 21. You have a long way to go in the FGC. And I wonder, like, you were just saying you're going to play Third Strike until you die and stuff. But I'm wondering, like, where do you see yourself going in the FGC or just in fighting games? And not just that, like, that question, when I ask it, I'm usually expecting an answer from them. But this is different with you because you're a kid that has something very unique in front of you. You don't have just a future in playing fighting games. You met 3 idiots that let you into their world of TOing and production of doing this MADHouse. So you're not just some 21-year-old that's like, I love playing fighting games. I don't want to play Third Strike my whole life. Who gives a fuck if the pot's $5? Like, you now have a different kind of future ahead of you with like, because a lot of people say that playing just fighting games isn't going to be sustainable when you're like 40 or so. You know, Daigo is playing still and stuff, but eventually it's like, do you want to keep going that route? Do you see a different future besides playing fighting games with us? Like, do you have a goal with us besides doing production? Like, there's so much. This is a weird question. Like, I don't even know how to really ask it, but there's so much to it. But I think you kind of get what I'm saying. Like, where do you see your future with fighting games and with us and just everything? What's your plan?
I'm gonna have a really long answer for this. So, going into like MADHouse events and such, the one thing that really strikes me all the time is the people that show up. Like, getting to meet so many different people is always a pleasure. Like, getting to play Cubano is always a pleasure. Like, playing him in CVS2 the first time, and always kind of like thinking, damn, when am I going to fight him in Third Strike? And then I do, and it was such a joy to play him. And like being there for that small era, for like witnessing Rich Honda's domination for a bit, and being there for like so many new faces, and seeing, oh my God. Okay, this is me admitting something. This is gonna be kind of a curveball. I remember feeling, I told you this, I was extremely envious of Ninja Blaze when he first showed up. Extremely, and I was very, very, very envious of Ninja Blaze. Of like, oh, his first MADHouse, he won, he's got his family there, and it's like me thinking like, damn, I'm playing, and he's really good at Street Fighter 6, and me being like, damn, I'm stuck playing Third Strike, and my family's fucking begging me to focus on school, and like I'm there alone, and I fucking choked second place for my first event. But it's like at the same time, or what am I saying? I was very envious of him because it's like, damn, he has things that I wanted like before. I respect him to play. He's a great dude. I've rarely ever interact with him, but when I do, it's always like, it's very chill. Like I really look forward to like how high he's going to go as a Street Fighter 6 player. And I feel like there is that level of mutual respect between, like I don't really I don't play Street Fighter 6. I really don't have a reason to like interact besides like tournament interactions. So it's definitely weighed me down, where it's like that made me realize I'm like very envious of like other people's successes, not because they have it, but because I don't. And I learned to kind of live with it. And it's like I learned, or not necessarily learn to live with it, but just learn to like have it fuck off, because at the end of the day, like I do respect him, and I do respect like so many other players who reach their heights, because at the end of the day, like they're working hard, like with or without the people around them. Because growing up and like entering these things on my own, like as I continue to practice like on my own in my room, like it does like suck sometimes to realize that, damn, sometimes it really does feel like it's just me. But circling back, it's not always about that. It's the people that bring me back. It's players like that really make it worth it. It's like not even just like being with a bunch of like gathering around people like Evo and such, but like it's playing with people in my room, running Salty, going to King's Cup, and it's the people that bring me back. It's the people that really like fuel me and give me reason to wake up in the morning and like give me a reason to come back. And I see myself doing a little bit of everything. I won't stop competing. I won't stop doing production. And that's because like that gives me the most exposure to the community and so many different people with so many different backgrounds that play so many different games too. And that gives me a sense of not only belonging to the scene, but to be connected with like the world. Like it gives me a feeling like I did something. Like I'm connected to this person, and this person knows my name now, and this person tells this about that, and it's like I can't be holding myself back forever just because of my own experiences and how I feel about other people. And I learned that like my experience and how I approach fighting games is very unique, and I forget about that sometimes because it never fails to like fuck me up whenever I see people my age hanging out with their friends at like at Magitech or something, and they mash buttons. Like it feels like a bliss that I can't experience anymore because I'm in too deep. Like I can't meet people my age and tell them that like I play fighting games because they'll think I'm playing like 2K, like WWE 2K or something, or like I don't know. But I'm glad fighting games have grown to the point where it's like more people can play them. But it feels like even then, it just, I don't know, it sucks. And I strive to be more connected to the community more than ever in the future, like whether it's production or competing, because I know I'm going to be doing that till I die. And I take that with great confidence and great like pride that it won't stop.
That was beautiful. It was very good for a kid your age, man. 21 years old. You know, getting people like Atlanta to cry. You know,
I hate you.
But-
I love you.
Zoom in right here.
yeah.
Don't zoom in. Leave that thing alone.
You've had a lot of moments on this podcast. Some of the things you've spoke that like really resonated in my mind that I didn't say, and I'm just like, whoa! Like you're 21, dude. Like what the hell? Like that's insane. Like what you're thinking, and it seems like, you know, when I've seen you at tournaments and stuff, it's like, okay, he's introverted and he loves the art of fighting games to express himself loudly.
Yeah, that's also something I feel like people who have seen me at a King's Cup, I'm always like in my element, like at a desk or something. I'm not antisocial. I'm just like this is kind of a me thing. I don't really like talking all the fucking time, but sometimes when I'm like feeling it, then I just can't shut up. But I don't know. It's like it's kind of its own thing. Like I love socializing, but at the same time, I don't know. I get kind of irritated by it sometimes.
I think you want to express yourself more through action than words.
Of course, in that sense, yes.
Yeah, and that's beautiful. You're, you know, just like what you were saying, all the stuff you've done for us, and it's crazy. And I'm glad. You know, you said you can't shut the fuck up sometimes. I'm glad today was that moment you couldn't, because I learned so much about you just now, about everything and how deep you can actually be. And I hope other people see that in themselves, where like when they're so quiet and everything, you're like, you know, who is this guy? What is he doing and stuff, or her? And to hear what you had to say was like, I'm impressed with how quiet you are when cameras are not around. For you to do what you just did today was amazing. You know, just speaking, like, you know, how open you were about it, and just your thoughts and everything. It was, you know, I'm grateful to hear it. That was amazing. Any last words for Katsu?
Honestly, I'm just grateful you stumbled across our local, went on this little adventure, went to Evo, went to RIS with us. Like, I know the first experience at RIS, the first time we went to RIS, you were a little bit down that you didn't do very much, but I think it was a good experience that you came down with us. Like, I'm glad that Dakota just kept messaging the hell out of you to come on down with us. It doesn't matter, just come down. And it happened. And I think that was a great adventure. It led to like all sorts of places. And then you kind of came along with us to Evo and the following Evo. And then of course, Genesis. And I don't want the adventures to ever stop. I don't think it'll ever stop, to be quite honest, as long as we're all like just going into things, right? Like, and it's been life-changing for myself. And I hope it's been life-changing for you too, because honestly, I love you. Can't imagine the FGC without you. So seriously.
I appreciate it. I'm trying my absolute best not to cry with you.
I'm sorry.
I'll let you know.
Do it.
No.
It's all cry.
I mean, honestly, I don't know the right words to say, but I really am happy you came along.
I know Dakota wanted like you to live with him for a bit.
What?
Like,
I still do.
yeah. I could imagine like one day you just pack your bags and just give yourself like 5 months to a year, and you're like, I'm just gonna say fuck everything and just live with Dakota. Knowing what I know now, though, how much he makes you want to pull your hair out. Like, but I could imagine that work ethic and what you guys can get done. That would be insane. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, actually, like the fact that Dakota just woke my ass up and then we did what we just did and then we got like just to go whatever, like was insane.
Yeah.
Like if we all lived together, I imagine like our output would be absolutely ridiculous.
I would say so.
Yeah,
It would be
like,
crazy.
Dude, I can't wait, dude. Like you guys are probably gonna still live like wherever you guys choose to live, right? But it's gonna just be me on the compound with everybody, just constant terror. Just like, yo, Dakota's awake, dude. Just don't make eye contact. Just don't draw attention to yourself.
If you decide to leave, you don't get your deposit back.
But no, I legitimately, one of the reasons why if there was anybody I wanted to live with, Katsu, it would be you. I mean, kind of in a less emotional way than Atlanta may portray.
Thanks.
All right.
No, honestly, because of people like yourself, right? You give me I'm like, come on, there has to be somebody out there that really cares about this, that really wants to try. And you continue to prove that those people do exist, in terms of, is there like anybody else I want to do this with besides like these two? Like you are like the number one next person where I'm just like, dude, like if fucking Michael Atlanta private jet blows up tomorrow, right? Fucking
Private jet? When does this happen?
dude, when MADHouse is on top, dude, like what's the plan then? It's like, dude, it's just
Katsu and
me
Dakota.
and Katsu, right?
Did we buy it from the mega church guy?
It's and we changed the whole brand now, dude. We're like AK-47 or something, like I don't know.
Nice.
Fucking, the DK dude, Donkey Kong status or whatever, right? Like, I said AK, like fucking he survived.
All right.
No, so shit like that, right? It's just like, dude, I really appreciate you. Like I said, I love picking you up and driving you taking you through all these adventures, and I hope this doesn't end anytime soon. I really want to see where this whole MADHouse thing goes, and I really want you along for the ride. I always tell people in a very weird kind of way, right? I'm just like, hey, when people are important in my life, I have plans for them, right? And if I don't have plans for you, it's because I don't think you're going to be around for a long time. I have a lot of plans for you. And I want to see all those plans come to fruition, because if they do, lots of good things are going to happen for all of us.
It's a lot of push-ups.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of push-ups, yeah.
A lot of push-ups.
Thank God that's not me.
And man, just in this moment right now on this podcast, in my brain, I'm just thinking, for those that don't know, we are still in the running for the award at Evo,
Best local.
Best Local. And there's a part of me that's like looking at all of us right now, just thinking like, it's like the band that, or there's recently been a photo, like a meme of the Friends cast, right? And they were on a private jet, and the producer or something took them to Vegas, and he was like, hey, you guys got to chill in Vegas. It's going to be the last time you guys are here, or you guys are not famous or not recognized anywhere. And I think that's really cool. And it's like, this is that moment where we're going to look back at this and, hey, man, we were talking about how hard it's going to be to win that because of the crazy locals that we're against.
That's right.
Right?
Because if we do win that, that's going to give us a little bit more like
Eyes on us.
Yeah,
right?
eyes, exposure, and just like recognition.
I
Being
think
recognized.
I think you guys will get recognized. I'm just gonna be just kind of
Here you are again.
With the fucking MADHouse jacket and the MADHouse. Yeah, dude, totally.
But it would
I'm
just
a
be
groupie.
crazy. It would be crazy,
crazy.
to look back at this podcast and be like, we had no idea what the fuck we were in for. Even this right now, I had no idea. Atlanta and Dakota would ask me, when would MADHouse be successful to you? And I'm like, dude, if we just make it out of 2023, like if we just at least get to play Street Fighter 6 when it comes out for like a month, and we're like, we did it. That was success already. And now look, we're fucking in Reading.
That was
like,
a big deal just to go downstairs in the band hall. Now
Yeah.
here we are doing King's Cup, which is
Yeah.
insane.
Evo nominated event. Dude, when I woke up to that notification of like Manny sending us, dude, we fucking got nominated, I cried my eyes off.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like I cried dude, I could not stop crying.
I was
that
in
morning.
Vietnam silently crying because I'm in the room with other people, and I'm like, I can't wake these people up.
Dude,
Yeah, I could not stop crying.
I didn't even find out until like Non-Factor was like, you know what I want, and in my head I was like, is this our moment, dude? Is this finally? No. Because randomly he's like, you know what I want, right? And I was like, is this about to turn sexual? Like,
All right.
is this how we're doing this now, dude? We're eloping right here, me and Non-Factor. And then I was just
not a
what
bad
the
partner
fuck?
to
I
have.
hit him back. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then I looked through the rest of my messages or whatever, and I was like, oh, sounds like cool shit's happening. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I would love for us to win this. It would be an acknowledgement of all the hard efforts that not only the four of us put in, but just like so many more people over the course of like the last year or so, and in just all the stuff that like Jimmy, Nothing Man, Manny, so many people have put so much into this event, and we're just carrying on that fire, right?
Yeah.
For us to get acknowledged, it would be huge, dude.
Yeah.
And like I said, again, going back to what Michael was saying and a little bit of what we're saying, you are a huge part of that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can do it.
Yeah. What I love about it too, it doesn't matter. Like in one of our first podcasts, I talked about in life, we're going to go through, if we're on the freeway driving, we're going to go through some turbo boosts and we're going to hit some rocks, or we're just going to keep driving. I feel like if we don't get it, we're just going to keep driving. It's not even a rock in the road. It's more just like, we're just going to keep going. Cause I know there's been many times we had to deal with certain things and we're so just beating down that wall that they can't stop us. People try, but eventually it's like, we're just going to keep going. And no matter what, it's cool that this isn't just like if we don't win the award, we're fucked. It's not that, like,
We're going under.
like, fuck this and
Fuck
stuff.
this.
We're going down.
Fuck the FGC.
Yeah,
dude. I quit.
It's not what we worked for, like the award and stuff, but it's just great that that's going to just be like a little push if we do win. And if it's not,
we're just gonna keep doing the same thing we've been doing.
Keep going, giving love to the community. So this is amazing. Let's see what happens, It's going to be great.
I mean, it still just blows my mind that enough people within like NorCal decided like we're gonna vote for King's Cup, and then we ended up on Evo's award nominated, which is absolutely insane to me because I was just like, when we threw out the bid, we're like, oh, we're a little late to the party to throw it up there, and then we actually ended up getting nominated, which is actually really insane. Because I remember seeing some, like, I'm not gonna throw anyone under the bus. We're like, we're not the best logo. It's like, I mean, support your boy kind of deal, and it happened.
And now look, like people like just notable names like Justin Wong are voting for us and stuff.
Yeah, actually, that'd be insane if Justin Wong shows up because that means we'd have to do CVS too.
No, I'm good. Fuck that guy.
You don't want just one Harmaru just running around just.
1:4, whatever, dude. I ran into Justin a few times when CVS2 first came out, and of course he gave me props. But it's like it always started and ended with like drop Yun. You'd be so much better if you just play Blanca. And like, dude, so many other people, not just Justin, but like so many other old heads that I have played with are like, dude, just drop Yun, just play Blanca. You'll be winning like everything because I guess they see it too. Like, oh, I'm new, I'm young, yada yada yada. But like. Fuck that, dude.
I played Katsu, and the crazy part about Katsu is that he was typing in my chat. He's like, he's only 1 month in playing CVS2.
Whoa.
He has all the A. Yeah, he has hands, so he's playing A groove. He could do the combos and everything like that. He might need to get rid of Yun. That's his point character, because he plays Yun into Sakura Bison, and I'm like, man, that's almost a perfect team. You might have to get rid of Yun. So
Yun is kind of
like I will always play Yun. I don't care how shit he is. I don't care how good he is.
The Stanford Kelly advice: just pick a top
pick
tier.
a top, dude. Roll, cancel, command grab. That's enough for me. Like if I land that, then I'm good. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I like Yun. It is what it is. But I don't know. I just hearing it from Justin is just like, dude, fuck you.
I respect her character loyalty to the end. I really do.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good one.
Well, yeah. Thank you for all of this. And we knew you've been wanting to get up on it. And, I said, I want you next. And then we kind of had a debate on like, and you're in the chat where we were like, oh, wait, we got to get this person. And you were like, hey, wait a minute.
That shit was
That
awesome.
happened several times.
I mean, to be fair, though, I feel like it added more lore over time. So I think it all worked out too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, like, we got nominated and it added even more lore.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We could revisit this in another 3 years and see how it goes.
Yeah. So, but what were you going to say something?
No, I was like, I didn't have the opportunity to put you through enough trauma.
Yeah.
Sneak peek for our next podcast. We're bringing trauma on the podcast.
Yeah. Actually, like, when I
cool.
think about it, all the stuff that's happened to me, like physically and emotionally during like all of MADHouse has been insane.
Oh, I thought you were gonna finish that sentence because of you, Dakota. Like, hey,
That wouldn't be
I
wrong
mean,
either.
you're welcome.
Yeah, that too.
You're
Like
welcome.
that's part of it.
But yeah,
You know, doing this podcast for so long, you said it's like probably 16, something like
I think
that.
this is
around that?
episode 16 or 17.
Yeah, shout outs to some of the homies that tune in. I like, you know,
17.
17?
Non-factor was 16.
okay.
Hey,
Dude, shout outs to like Rex, Nico. There's homies that hit me up that like, cause dude, my wife Cherie, she doesn't even, she says I watched a little bit of this, but there's homies like Rex, we know, and Nico. Dude, they say they watched the whole entirety of the thing.
I love getting a message from Rex. Just it's a beautiful thing every time we get a message from him. He's like, I just saw the latest podcast. I love what you guys are doing. Go get little bits of details so he's actually watching the episode, which is insane to me.
Yeah.
And to hear about Nico watching it is also like mind blowing to me because I modeled a lot of shit that we did like early for MADHouse off of what Nico did with the Sharkade.
Yes.
So to hear that he's around and like cheering us on is like monumental in my eyes.
Oh, like
Absolutely insane.
talking to you about, we would be like, if only we could be like on Nico's level. That was us, know, and the fact that he's passing the torch and he's like, you guys are past me. It's like, whoa, that's fucking crazy.
And to be honest, I do appreciate, when we were at Evo, he gave us like a real talk about like, hey, these are real questions that you need to ask. These are questions that we probably all had in our head, but we didn't ask it out loud. So I appreciate him asking those questions and just being straightforward about it. And I hope he continues to do so. And I hope he continues to be just one of the people cheering for us, even whether it be behind the scenes or in front.
Yeah, it's awesome. And his son, this is crazy because his son, calls me Uncle Mike because we go watch UFC fights and stuff. And he sees the MADHouse logo when he watches these things. And right away he's like, Uncle Mike, like, is there, he's a 4-year-old kid, and it's just like, whoa, this impact, that we're creating is insane. So yeah, shout outs to those homies and everything. Damn, there was one last thing I wanted to speak on, but I'll probably remember it for Moose Man or, but hey, this was great. I loved it. Thanks for letting us dig into your mind. I was super happy. This is another thing. I actually wanted to say this. When I ask you before we do the podcast, right, I take notes and I'm like, what should we think of? What should we, and I love when someone tells me, like, go off, because there's some people, they're like, they want to look like a clean cut person, and I'm like, hey, there's this crazy topic that I heard you're part of, and can we talk about it? And they're like, no, like, and I'm just like, damn, that would make for some good TV, some good likes, clicks,
Okay.
But when I came up to you, you just said like, let's discuss anything, just go. And that's when what I like is like, so for future people that really want to get on our podcast, just let me know that, hey, we can go crazy and go ham. If we do, you're more likely to get on the podcast. But hey, it was amazing. Thank you, Katsu. This was beautiful. Stay mad, everyone.
Stay mad.
Wherever the camera is.